Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Just came back from flying another ship. And
Oh, your library.
yeah, we're live. I figured I better get with it there, Paul.
Oh, crap. This thing's not. It was hooked up working a few minutes ago. I don't know what Zoom. I gotta redo it, I guess. Gotta keep an eye on this one here. Where'd she go? Okay, she's back. Okay, where's my settings? Right back.
Okay.
Okay, go on. Right there.
Who's going to be first, do you think, Paul?
I'm gonna shut this off and reboot it.
Okay.
Okay. Sound.
You had trouble with those headphones once before, didn't you?
Yeah, I had them on earlier today.
Hazy is here this morning. Good morning, AZ.
Hey, Daisy.
You know, Paul was betting on you, AZ, right?
Yeah. I gotta bring up everything here.
So anyway, I flew the Mini 3 for that ship, and I haven't had a chance. I've got to download it. So let me pull it out here, and I get the SD card out of it. Okay. Okay, hey, Mason Kaiser, how you doing? Let me make you co-host, Paul.
Yep. Okay. I just
Mason he's got 340 subscribers. The Phantom 3 Advanced camera geese. All right, Mason. Welcome.
Oh, guess what's coming?
What?
Breakfast.
Welcome to Saturday.
Oh, there he is.
How's it going, fellas?
Hey, I just came back from flying
Oh, nice.
with the Mini 3.
Oh, sweet. How do you like it?
I like the flying part. I just am downloading the video now.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I seen Johnny Drone Flyer. He got a couple of pictures with his Mini 3.
So yeah, let me take a look and see if it loaded or not.
Take some pretty awesome pictures. I mean, all the camera drones take really good pictures, to be honest, really. I mean,
yeah. The only thing is I don't have any filters for this one, and it's bright sunny out.
oh yeah. Are you gonna get some filters for it?
Well, yeah, that's probably in the works.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's importing now, the video. What I did is I did a ship video with it.
How much are filters for the thing?
Probably $100. Everything's always $100.
I know, that's right. $100 or more.
Yep. $100 here, $100 there.
Yeah.
I mean, they ship them out. They don't even have the little block that you plug into the wall.
Right.
They don't even give you that with it. They just give you the cable.
Oh, you're talking
And
about,
so if you want to buy the power block that the cable,
yeah, the cube thing.
yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
buy that, that's $20. But you know what? They're out of stock from DJI.
God.
Wanted to keep it all DJI. So I ordered one separately.
Well, I mean, if you have some cubes lying around, you could just use the ones that you have, right?
Well, what you need is what I have discovered, TJ, and you may not know this. Some of those cubes are 30 watts. Some of those are 16 watts or 6 watts.
I
So
mean,
in
that's-
other words, it takes twice or 3 times as long to charge anything with the lower voltage.
Well, see, that's what I do. Like, see, this one has a double thing.
Yeah,
So-
but read the back of it. How many watts is it?
What?
Yep. How many watts?
What? Let's see.
Should say a number and a W.
AC adapter model input. Damn, can't see for shit.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Somebody's been bugging you for glasses, haven't they?
Well, it's kind of hard to read in the dark. You know what I'm saying? 240 volts,
Yeah, okay, but watts, wattage.
50 to 60 hertz,
Yeah,
5 volt.
looking for output.
Oh yeah, output PC 5 volts.
Yeah, that's that's not that's a slow charger.
Oh, see what? I think there's some white ones lying around here too, because we got so many.
Well,
Somebody-
they usually, if you get them with a device, they send you the cheapest ones.
Yeah.
You know, 30 watt is what I like to have. It's like it looks just like the other ones, but it's 30 watt output, and you can
like
see it
the-
when you you know how when you plug it in, it goes like this.
Yeah.
Well, when you use the regular one, it goes bop 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 bop.
Yeah.
Here's the 30 watt one, you know.
Right. I think
And
I
when
have.
you plug that in, the lights go frrrt, 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 frrrt.
Oh. uh, yeah, I think we yeah, because I have. Let's see. I've got some for my see what this mini two one is. We got so many cubes lying around. I mean, it's ridiculous. I got one for. I think there's one for the mini two in here. I think, or yeah, the mini two. I think is in here. No. Yeah, because like when you get an iPhone, it comes with the cube and everything.
Yep,
and all-
yep.
See if I have a cube in this thing. No cube in here. No cube in here.
Uh-huh.
So
I get the feeling, TJ, the wifey's been telling you to get your eyes checked.
well, no, it's just like the light sometimes. When you tilt things a weird way, like the light is like bounces off and it glares off.
Yeah, I understand you have excuses, but
So, oh, whoops. But yeah, Yeah, she went and got her eyes checked, and she only needed one contact for her eye, and it was your right one, her left one.
Okay, I'm gonna screen share the raw video here. We'll work through it, okay?
All right, sounds good.
There's no sound, but this is with the Mini 3. No filters. On auto.
Oh,
In kind of bright sunlight. And that's zooming in with the Mini 3.
oh, that's pretty good.
And then we zoom back out here shortly. And I'm sliding sideways to get a little closer.
Now,
Okay,
how far can the Mini 3? How far can it zoom in?
4 times.
Oh,
I'm zooming out now. I am not moving the Mini 3.
so it's just staying where it's at, and all you're doing is just zooming.
Zooming in and out. Yep.
That's cool.
But Paul, what do you think? You think it's all right?
Yeah, I think it looks good, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it does too.
Yeah, I don't think it needs any filters whatsoever.
What I did notice though, is when I came back from out in the lake, there was a bird chasing it.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's the mating season.
yeah, probably. Like, yeah, try and hit those propellers one time.
No, please not.
Yeah. Was the bird like kind of like going
The
over
bird
it?
was about a foot behind it,
Oh gosh.
heading straight at it.
Oh wow.
It was like a sparrow or something.
Oh. That's pretty good. Some good shots.
Yeah, I think it did well. What I really like about it, the one I did last night, the night shot, I did with the Nano Plus. But if you notice how smooth the controls are, that's what I love about DJI. The controls are very smooth, cinematic.
Right.
Where with the other one, not so much.
The Autel
Yeah,
Autel
the Autel seems to wander a little bit, and so you find yourself overcorrecting. So it does it stagger,
Gotcha.
Now that is full speed forward. So full speed forward is only about 20, 22 miles an hour on this.
That's pretty good for speed.
Well, my Air 2S will do about 34 mile an hour.
Now, did you have the Mini 3? Did you have it in regular mode or sport mode or?
I had originally had it in regular mode, and then I switched it to sport mode.
Oh, okay. Now, does the Mini 3, does it fly pretty fast in sport mode? Because I know the Mavic Air 2, it flies pretty fast in sport mode.
And yeah, it maxes out at about 24, 25. But see how nice and slow and even it is?
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
at this point with the Autel, it'd be a little herky jerky, and I got to slow it down, speed it up, slow it down.
JDS is crazy, man.
Oh, JDS.
First, but he's really not. Actually, it was David that was first, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how he says first when he's really not.
Well, he can say anything he wants to. It's free country.
Yeah, true. I'll give him that. First again. Amazing. Yeah, filled it up a little too much, didn't you?
Shut up.
I'll be right back, Paul.
Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, we're getting towards the end of it. I thought I'd let the whole thing run. We only got another, 30 seconds. or so.
That's that same barge that comes through all the time, right?
No, this is not a barge. That's over 1,000 feet long.
Oh, what is that exactly?
That is a bulk carrier. It's a self-unloading bulk carrier. You see the superstructure on the front. They can swing that from one side to the other, and they have a system inside that they can then unload it out that conveyor system.
Oh, gotcha.
But they
Man,
they can't
they-
load. They do not load that way.
These big boats that they construct and stuff, it's amazing how they stay on top of water like that.
Yeah, well, what you saw there, he's probably 30, 40 feet below the water. The hull.
I mean, those big giant cruise ships, like big boats like that, it's crazy how they stay afloat like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So last night we went to we walked around at the Wellington, the Wellington Mall a little bit because she had to get clothes for the cruise and whatever. And then after that we went to this place called Lemongrass.
Yeah.
They have sushi and all kinds of stuff there. It's pretty good. Had a few drinks and we sat down, and then there was a couple there. It was the brother and older brother and sister and wife to our right, and then another couple to our left, and we started talking to them, like struck up conversations about their food, like I'll have them. And then the guy, what caught my attention was the sister was showing pictures of his mustache, of how dark it was before, and
Yeah.
then light it was now, like at that moment. And I just looked, I was like, yeah, and I just said something like, yeah, you can make it a little darker or something, and started talking to him, and then later on he let me try some of his sushi. I was like, sure, I'll try some. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then we were talking to a couple to our right, and I don't know if I told them or she told them it was my birthday, but the couple to our right ended up ordering us a cheesecake for my birthday, which was really nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
Free shot.
and a free shot. We did lemon drop shots last night.
Did you entertain him with your giggles?
A little bit. But yeah, we had fun, but I think she had a little more to drink than I did. Somebody woke up with a little bit of a hangover this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
And who might that be?
Well, I can tell you who it's not.
Ah,
I am feeling fine this morning. Yeah, okay.
well, she was out. She was celebrating your birthday.
Yeah, that's why she got up this morning. She comes down the stairs. I'm like, hey, drunkie. And she's like, yeah, that's why I don't want to drink on the cruise, because I'm afraid I might drink too much.
So you're going on a cruise?
Yeah, we're leaving next week.
Really? For how many days?
For a week.
Oh, really?
We're sailing on MSC. We're going to I think the Cayman Islands, Mexico, Jamaica, and I think one other port.
Wow, making the rounds.
Yeah. And then like other days we'll just be at sea, just sailing around, hanging out, eating, drinking, and whatnot.
Well, it's the whatnot that's the fun.
Yeah, the whatnot, yes.
Just remember, You get sand in certain areas, it's scratchy.
Oh yeah. Don't want to be chafing all over the place.
No, that's right.
Uh, and be like, oh, I gotta go rinse off. I'm starting to chafe.
That's when she grabs you by the throat. No, you're going to finish first. Don't you dare leave me hanging here like this.
I know. That's right. Happy birthday, Lynn singing "Happy Birthday" to me.
Yep. Happy birthday to TJ. Happy birthday to TJ. That's funny. Happy birthday to you and many more. Did they sing to your birthday there at the restaurant?
Yeah, they actually did. When they brought the cheesecake out, they started singing.
Oh,
Justin.
camera still turned from last night. Hold
Ooh, Justin had a big night last night too on the show.
Hey,
How late did you
wait a
guys
minute.
go, Justin? No,
I got something.
I caught it late and he hung up early, didn't he?
on. Matt did, but we
Yep.
went on a private live with Tim and David and everybody.
Oh, okay.
We were just talking 3D printing stuff and different things like that. Morning, JDS, TJ, AZ.
I found it.
He found his
I found
Huggy.
Oh, the Snuggie, you found it?
Yeah. So, well, it doesn't come. I think you could put it on either way. Cause see, here's the. Let's see.
Oh, hold on, I got it.
Here's the arm. So you could either.
Yeah.
I think you could do it like this. Here, hold on. Let me do that. All right. So I think you could just do it like this. Put it on front ways. Or I think you could do it like this as well.
Well, does it have Velcro so that you could Velcro it up or what?
No, I don't think so. You just I think you can put it on like a sweatshirt too, or like a jacket.
Well, I would think it should have Velcro on the front if you're going to do it that way so that it puts it
Like-
together.
On
Or does it have a zipper?
no, I don't. No, I don't think it has a.
Well,
a
what
zip-
you could do is just have the wifey put some either a zipper on it or Velcro.
Yeah, I'm sure you could do it somehow, and just kind of wrap it around like that, and then just sit and just hang out with your Snuggie.
Here, I got a video for you. Hold on. Let me share this real quick.
Of course, if you go outside with a Snuggie on, people are going to look at you even more funny than they do
Yeah,
now
like
because
what's he
it's so friggin' hot.
it's literally 90 degrees out here, and he's walking around with a Snuggie.
Yep.
There you go. Watch this, TJ.
All right.
Tired of using regular blankets like this asshole? Do they somehow destroy your heating bills? Do you
Wait,
struggle when trying to figure out how to... Now impossibly difficult. Well, morons, now there's hope with the new what the f blanket. The blanket that'll ruin Awesome. Help Grandpa enjoy the O'Reilly factor. Spoiler alert, it kills Dumbledore. Your dad will block it.
That's funny.
Good black man. The blanket is made of the exact same materials regular ones are, but looks twice as retarded. Basically, it's a robot.
Twice as retarded.
Turn you into a human that never leaves the house. So color a
That's
book,
funny.
drink some, hold a baby. You know, things you couldn't do with a regular blanket. And don't worry, one size fits all. So creepy dads can lie in a seductive pose.
Creepy dads can lie there too and play with themselves. He said.
Your dog and roast him. Open 5.
That's
Ruin
funny.
your child's self-esteem. Wear it in public. Sarah's not getting a date for the prom. Look at her. So whether you're reading the obituaries or viewing scrambled porn or clogging your
Scrambled
arteries or
Scrambled porn.
Whoa. Believe it or not, some dumbasses have paid as much as $60
Oh, that's
for the
funny.
blanket. Which
What the
on a
fuck?
string. Available blueberry, mint, and blood flavors. Call now and receive a free flashlight. How would you need a flashlight with your blanket? And she doesn't even need it. Look, you can see the text from here. She's reading it in broad daylight. What the Damn it. Side effects of the what the blanket include but are not limited to
Motherfucking
heart
blank.
failure, herpes, awkwardness,
Herpes.
Yeah, herpes.
That's funny.
About
That's hilarious. That was good, Justin. That was good.
That's looking like a dick.
That's good.
Yeah, that is good.
So Paul, how are things there at the trailer? He's
Huh?
Paul's still having trouble with his headphones. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm having trouble here.
Yeah, because you're real loud and fuzzy now. He's on a roll, Justin. He's on a roll.
What's going on with Paul's
He's
headphones?
on a snuggie roll.
Snuggie roll. Jesus Christ.
He's gonna pop a brain
Yeah,
cell.
no, don't blow a head gasket there, TJ. I'm just waiting for Sarah to get back. I'm making breakfast.
You're waiting for Sarah to get back. What?
Because I'm making breakfast.
Oh, you're making breakfast.
And I
That's
got
good.
everything made, but she had to
Well,
run to the store.
Do you have a snuggie for her?
That's funny.
Got a tortilla.
You can wrap her in a tortilla. There you go.
That's funny. Oh, that's hilarious.
DJ, you missed it last night. Justin had the football burrito again.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Uh,
Was it good, Justin?
Oh yeah.
JD is like, what the fuck? Jeez.
Except for the bell peppers, whoever cut them put like fucking whole bell peppers in the burrito.
For giggles.
What's going on with Paul's headset? Did you messing up on him?
I don't know. He about 2-3 weeks ago he had trouble with the same headset, and then he played around
Can
with
you
it.
hear me now?
Yep.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I switched over to my iPad. It's better. I ain't gonna have a chat. Well, I can bring up the chat on the computer, I guess.
Honestly, he needs to get a whole computer system set up. Just
You
for open-
Well,
said that you
it-
just hit the dots up there and you can pull up the chat on the iPad.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't get this thing here to connect to the computer. It worked this morning. Now I can't get it.
Well,
so-
you know what? You're connected right now.
Oh, yeah, it's working fine right now.
We're hearing you through that microphone. We're not hearing you through the device.
Yeah, well, because I switched over to the iPad. I shut off the YouTube one. Like, I just switched over Zoom onto my iPad because it'll connect no problems. But this laptop, it just gives me nothing but grief, right?
Wow.
So what I can do is just have the chat up on the on my on the computer on the thing here on the
Time for that
laptop.
to go to the back like old Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Okay, we're connected.
So what did Diane make for breakfast today?
It was good, but it was too sweet. It was chocolate chip pancakes.
Oh,
Yeah, she
But
makes those sometimes. They're pretty pretty good. She puts the chocolate chips and what are the other ones that you do? Chocolate chip and she does pecans and then you do like some other chips,
Reese's
right?
Pieces are really good in pancakes.
what's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Reese's
Yeah.
Pieces? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're really. Thomas got some at IHOP one day, and I tried to buy them, and they were pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne B's in the chat this morning.
Wayne B, good morning, good morning, good morning. JD was first
Wayne
as usual.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this.
Okay.
That's his sister, JDS. Diane is
Be
Paul's
Eve in
Be
yourself.
yourself.
Be
I am a bumblebee.
yourself.
Okay, I'm making bacon, chorizo, and eggs, and fried potatoes.
What? No, it's in there. Oh. I think
I don't know if you heard me, JDS, but Diane is Paul's sister. He was asking. who Diane was.
Yeah, I'm at her property. I have a trailer on her property. Okay.
All the tech.
That's what's good though. Like if something ever was to happen to Paul's house, at least he's got a freaking trailer to fall back onto. That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, this is
I
a
pretty much
38
got a
foot.
second house.
Yeah, this is 38-foot trailer, so park model.
So like if you ever decide to sell your house at one point, boom, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Now, when's the last time that trailer was actually moved though? Are the wheels
What's
still
that?
good on it? Are the tires still good on it and everything?
Oh yeah, well we just towed it here about a year ago because I used to have a different trailer, a smaller one. Yeah, we wow, it's funny because well, before we towed it here, we had to come about 50 miles with it. We had to I took all the, we went through all the brakes and repacked all the bearings on it and all, but all the tires were good on it. They held air, so we were good to go. I think this trailer's only been towed twice in its life, right? Everything was new.
Yeah, my grandparents gave their house to my uncle back in the day, and they stayed in a nice travel trailer like that for probably 6 or 7 years. And then by the time it was ready to move, we had to put new tires on it.
Yeah, they well, this trailer here has 2 tip outs on it. Let me see. Let's switch the camera here. I'll go down. I'll go around to the back side of the trailer here. But you can see down here, it's got 2 tip outs.
Oh yeah.
So
They
it's
call them slide outs. It must be a Canadian thing for tip outs.
no, they tip out, Paul. No, they actually do tip out. They're hinged. So.
Oh, really?
Yep. They fold in, eh? But I know you can't see for the sun, but this is the trailer here, right? So it's quite a large trailer. And there's my sister's house right there, right?
Yep.
Oh,
So.
that's nice.
There was a guy that used to go out to do that with us who had a travel trailer, and both of the complete sides of the trailer went out. And that thing was like a small 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, it was so nice.
Well, see, the 2 tip outs, one is for the bed and the other one's for the couch, right? So
This dude spent I think $500,000 on this trailer, and he had it custom made. And both of the entire sides of the trailer would come out like 4 or 5 feet on both sides.
Do you know how much I paid for this trailer?
I'm like,
Oh.
$250.
Attention to
oh,
me.
wow.
I'm sitting on my legs. Look at me.
Oh, Vader, yeah, he's a crazy bugger.
Look what I can
But
do. Look what I can do.
Yeah, but his tail's doing this too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was that Stu from Saturday Night Live? Look what I can do.
Oh yeah. Look what I can do. Look what I can do.
Yeah,
Hey,
but I'm just waiting for the grass to dry here so I can go cut some grass. We got some rain here last night, eh? So,
does it really affect your zero turn though?
but the wet grass, if the wet grass, it just builds up underneath. I like it to be dry, don't stick as much underneath,
I
right?
was gonna say, I don't think it would clog it up though, right?
No, I don't.
So Hodges, when you want to take your trailer somewhere else, like, is it hard to how do you do this
I'll be
thing?
back in a minute. I gotta go finish.
Well,
the
how do you close them up?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to explain, but inside there's probably about 8 or 10 screws. You take them out and the whole thing just tips inside the trailer.
What about all the furniture and stuff inside?
It goes over top of the furniture because see, it's hollow here, but when it comes down, it's hollow on the inside. So you just turn the couch sideways and it goes over and covers the couch. Same with the bed.
What about like the porch and stuff?
Oh no, it's yeah, that's a different story. That all has to come off the deck, everything. But see, it's all jacked up and leveled, and I got a skirt all the way around. It's a park model. It's not a travel trailer.
Is it quite a process to do all that shit to like
Oh.
take it?
Oh yeah, take a couple days just getting this thing ready.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, it's a park model. They're not designed to be, pull it up and away you go, right?
Oh, gotcha.
Because
I mean,
I don't.
asking just in case if you did have to take it somewhere else or whatever, if you wanted to travel with it or something. I didn't really know because I don't own one, but I know people that one of my buddies has one. I know there's like in like I guess the newer model trailers they have buttons
Yeah.
that you push.
Oh yeah. No, those are travel trailers. This is a park model. But
Oh,
you
gotcha.
see see the ceiling here?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
it's all attached to the trailer. So all this all has to come off. And they're big, heavy, not heavy panels, but they're all insulated panels up there. They're all joined. Yep. Yeah. Like there's several panels here. So no,
Oh.
it's it's meant to be put in and done. You don't
Oh, so you
move
can't
it.
you can't take it somewhere if you want to.
No.
Oh. Man, that's quite a process.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's still got a trailer hitch on it. It's
Yeah.
a 2 and 5/16 ball.
JDS is
Matter-
trying to swindle you out of your trailer.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Lend it to me. I might not return it, but lend it to me.
Yeah.
That sounds like TJ. Can I
Yeah,
have
can
that?
I have that.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
a one you just tow down the highway.
I should have offered him, I don't know, like $10, but hey, I'll give you $10 for that thing.
Yeah, there you go.
That drone that I saw when I got those off that day. God, I wanted that thing. It looked pretty cool at the time.
Yeah.
Wasn't meant to be, TJ.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
If it was meant to be, you'd have it.
Yeah. So her mom sent me a package for my birthday, and she brings it out. And I'm like, oh, it's the Mini 3. It's the Mini 3. But then, like, I opened it up. It was a couple of origami.
Couple of suckers or what?
Well, it was okay. So it was.
Couple of chocolate suckers.
Yeah, it was. Here, I'll show you. Do we have enough blankets on this couch? What the hell?
Well, since you got your stuff.
So I got this Japanese
Paper toy kits.
Yeah. And then I got
Origami.
dollar bill origami, and then I got origami paper.
Oh yeah.
So a lot of origami.
What, you into origamis?
Not really, but
They're trying to get him into origami.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
trying to. Okay. Something a little less expensive or what?
They figured
But this
TJ
one-
should not be using coloring books anymore. Get origami, you know?
this even came with dollar bills,
Yeah.
actual dollar bills.
My mom did that.
But then like I go in the back, and there is an envelope with all the paper inside.
So that makes it a puzzle book then.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, there's pretty hard ones in there that probably take 2 or 3 folding times.
Mason, how you doing today? How's things in Arizona? Is it hot?
Well, it shouldn't be too hot yet. It's still morning there.
I see he's
Right.
got the
It-
fire emoji there.
Yeah.
AZ said, you didn't get the mini 3 that Paul sent you? No. It was returned to sender. Thank you very much.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
Return to sender. Ain't no
You
number.
need to tilt your camera down a little bit, Paul, or your computer.
Yeah, I know. I got the. Well, see, I'm on the iPad, so I gotta.
You need to tilt it. There you
I'll
go.
put my. How's that? That better?
That's better. Yep.
Okay.
Dog's on there now. Look at him.
Oh yeah. Now it's just the dog, right?
What up, dog? What up, dog?
I don't know what it is, Paul, since we got here, but it's almost like her hunting mode has been turned on lately.
Really?
She just, yeah, I don't know. She's been acting weird. Well, not weird. She's been acting like a beagle.
Well,
She got her nose on the ground and smelling stuff.
Vader put in the chat, hang with the beagles and you turn into a beagle, you know?
Yeah. No, she's just been not listening as well as she normally does because she's smelling and starts chomping, you know, like she's hunting. I don't know, just the last few days. I don't know, just the spring or what it is. I don't know. Oh, I think the beagle mode kicked into her.
Yeah. Vader's still a good.
Oh yeah, he never goes anywhere. He's just right here all the time.
Just chilling.
Oh yeah. As long as he's close to dad, he's happy.
Yeah. Well, Lynn absolutely, you know, she likes Gracie, but she loves Vader.
Yeah. He's quite the
Says,
character.
she said to me more than once, I'd take Vader in a microsecond. So if Vader turns up missing, you know where to go.
Yeah, I know where to go. Yeah. Yeah, I won't be looking in Canada for my dog.
No.
But oh. So I couldn't watch you, couldn't try and see you on the screen this morning because that ship
No.
went through. Nobody was on the camera.
Yeah, well, you know, that they get what they deserve. Well, I don't want to sound negative. It's sad that they've got such a tight clamp on, because I know a
Yeah.
lot of people have offered to control the camera for them, you know, but they don't allow it. So
Yeah, I was sitting there because they were pointing down the river when I was talking to you, and it never moved the whole time the ship went by or anything.
yeah.
Is he wearing a bandana right now? Like a little collar bandana?
Oh, him? Oh, yeah. He's got a.
Well,
Uh,
gets
he
that
went in,
when he
got a
goes to get
haircut
the
about a
haircut,
week.
right?
Yep.
Oh,
They
yeah.
always put one on him.
take their dogs into like the vets or whatever. They give them the haircut and then they put like a cute little bandana.
No,
on.
Oh, no. A vet, that's not, he goes
No.
to the spa.
Yeah, he
Oh,
goes to a groomer.
Yeah.
oh yeah, the groomer. That's what I meant. The groomer.
Yeah, yep. He always put yep. Every time I get him back, he always got a
I-
thing on.
That's so funny.
Watch this. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot you. Bang.
Oh, he fell forward, set it backward.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, I used to have one that used to lay on the floor, a beagle, right? Yeah, that was Banjo. I used to teach her a shooter. She would lay down.
The banjo.
That was my other dog, Banjo. Yeah, she's a beagle, another beagle. I've always had beagles. This is actually the first dog I had that's not a beagle.
Oh, banjo was an eagle.
Yep, I've had. Let me see, Honey, Pepsi, Abby, Nikki, yeah, Banjo. They've been all beagles. Yeah.
Nice. I want to
Problem
get
is they're too cute when they're young. That's the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of dogs in my life, and I want to get another dog, but I understand the responsibility and taking them out for a walk every day, and
Well,
Yeah.
you get walked every day. That's,
yeah, I'm a big responsibility.
that's right.
That's funny. Every time I use the bathroom, people got to clean up.
Yeah, and I'm glad that she finally broke you of drinking from the toilet.
Yeah,
Nope.
she taught me to drink out of the cup instead of the toilet.
Yeah.
No, TJ, you don't drink out of there. That's how you got sick last time. Oh, good. Man, I can't believe I'm 39 years old. What the? That's crazy.
Gosh, one
Yeah,
more
wait till
year.
you hit
Big blowout.
50.
I know. I know. It's like, no, I don't want to get older. I want to be younger.
Uh-huh. You go with that, TJ.
Yeah. I don't know, but I mean, everybody says I'm still young, but I feel older just the way that I move and get around, just because of like my
Hey,
physical stuff.
listen to him, Paul. Wait till he gets a little older.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
He's complaining now at 39 about how he can't
Well,
move like he used to.
Well, yeah, I mean, just the way that I move around, just like from like my physical self, from all the injuries and stuff that I had, that I told you guys about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel older just the way that I move.
Again, JD or Justin.
Yeah, those are my famous breakfast burritos. that I make.
Oh Jesus, burritos for supper, burritos for breakfast.
Yeah.
Justin, I think you're gonna turn into a burrito one day.
I just went down the street because somebody was flying an Air 2.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
couldn't figure out where they were at.
Did you figure it out?
No, they were hovering above. These guys were building a like an awning on somebody's back porch, and they were just
So you-
hovering over them.
So you
taking a
got
hike
that
on.
breakfast out of a truck? Is that what you got?
No,
Oh, I thought you got it out of, you said that I had to go down the street. I thought you chased a burrito truck down or something.
absolutely not. I make my own burritos
Okay.
for breakfast.
All right.
Oh JD, sorry, I just looked at the chat. Yeah, she does.
we should do that. I'm sure it's pretty. Yeah, you just scramble up some. What do you do, Justin? You just scramble up some eggs, bacon.
I do
sauce.
bacon, O'Brien potatoes, and chorizo and eggs, and then cheese.
Oh yeah, the frozen bags of the Arida. Okay, yeah. You could even do hash browns if you wanted to. I think
Or hash whites.
hash hash white.
I never liked the brown potatoes. I like the white potatoes,
Yeah,
The Oritas.
yeah.
They're all right.
They're all. He's got the puns this morning. He's got the
Yeah.
puns.
No, Wayne B. I didn't carry them. I wanted to find them so I could. I've been trying to meet people locally to fly with, and freaking, there's nobody around here.
Well, who is it? You weren't able
I
to
was
find
trying
the
to
guy?
find them because I wanted to say, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Justin." Introduce myself, but I couldn't figure out where they were flying from.
yeah.
You couldn't find the guy that was flying the drone when you were. When you
No,
went
because
out?
the construction guys, you could tell it wasn't theirs because they kept looking up at it like, "What the fuck's this drone doing?" But I think what he was doing was a hyperlapse shot.
Oh, gotcha.
And then so I drove around the neighborhood trying to find it if I could see somebody flying, with a controller standing outside, but I couldn't see anybody.
Oh,
Well, look around YouTube for somebody.
Make it back.
Well, I've met some people through TikTok that actually live in my same town, but I've tried, setting up something and go meet up with them, but then they never get back to me. So
Oh, Justin is arranging hookups on TikTok. Okay, Justin, you go for it.
Yeah.
well, it'd be nice just to have somebody locally that I could go fly around with.
Oh, Jesus. I wouldn't
Everybody
stand
know is
on
like-
that if I were you.
Everybody I know is like 2-3 hours away, so
Yeah, TJ's about 2 or 3 hours away, isn't he?
yeah,
That
everybody is. Even Adrian. Adrian's like 2 hours away from me.
I mean, that's not bad. 2 hours.
That's a long ways.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, everybody I know is within 5 or 10 minutes of where I live.
I'm saying it'd just be nice to be able to meet a couple guys, girls, whatever, that fly drones locally and be able to
Yeah, yep, I hear you there.
fly around with.
I mean, you could just do like
Hey, Filipina. Hello, everybody.
a search or something.
Filipina says hi to Lenny.
Hey, Filipina. Good morning or good afternoon to you or whatever.
Oh, I did pass a van yesterday that said Polk County Drone Solutions from some company. They had a big old like 16 passenger van with a bunch of decals all over.
Oh, yeah.
It had their FAA license number and all that on it.
Oh, did you get the number down?
No,
Oh,
Have you tried looking that up?
I'm just waiting for a company to start using my YouTube name. I'm gonna sue the
Yeah.
living shit out of them. Or I'll just walk in there and be all nice and be like, I'll sell you the name for 10 grand. I'll just go on YouTube and change my channel name. What's up, Mike? And Marshall? No, Wayne, I really just wanted to go see who was flying because I wanted to meet up with them. Because there was somebody flying an Air 2S in my neighborhood not too long ago. And I saw it go up, come up out of the houses. I was standing outside, and all of a sudden I see Air 2S come out the next street over, pop up above the houses, flew around for a minute. I went inside to get my keys, got in my car, and I saw it come down as I was getting in my car. And I ran around the neighborhood. By the time I got around, whoever's it was went back in their house, I guess.
was that just like a little bit ago?
No, it was a few months ago.
Oh,
But the other one, I just went because that's why I said every time I see a drone, I try to find out who it is because I want to stop and talk. I did stop and have a cool little conversation with a guy that was doing some commercial work one day with Patrice. He was
Oh, no.
working on he was doing some pictures on a cell tower. Me and him sat and had a really nice, like 45-minute hour conversation.
cool.
For being a commercial pilot, though, and doing commercial work, he didn't seem to know a whole lot about certain things about drones. I was kind of surprised.
Like, yeah, it's just because I don't really
I
know
mean, he
too.
was a nice dude or whatever, but it seemed like they only trained him for that, and then he doesn't know anything else but what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I got the Air 2, I got the Mini 2. He's like, huh? Like he didn't know what drones those were. I'm like, those are some of the most popular drones. I mean, he was a nice dude or whatever. He just didn't seem to know a whole lot about outside of what he was doing with that material.
Yeah. Which one? Well, he probably didn't even know which one he was flying at that time.
It was Matrice 300, I think.
Yeah, it was the big commercial.
The big ones.
I actually put a video, I think I put a short or a video up on YouTube not too long ago. It was a couple months ago. I took a video and then I waited for him to land before I walked up to him because I didn't want to bug him, you know. So I sat from like a few hundred feet away, and I kind of just recorded him flying. And then as soon as he landed, then I pulled up and started talking to him.
Oh. Where'd you go?
Over there by
And then I had one guy that asked me for my email and phone number
Trish
when I was in
gave
that.
all of this to Bonnie, and I have no use for it. I maybe take it to Billy for the kids,
Okay.
A really
or
nice.
I don't think
high-end
Trish would
neighborhood I
want it
was at.
back.
Huh?
I don't think Trish would want it back.
No, okay.
But
But
he
it's
never
all-
called
it's
me.
all
That was a couple
Korean
weeks
and-
ago.
Yeah.
And stuff, and then some stuff for her hair. I have no use for it.
Okay.
So maybe
Yep.
might as well give it to somebody that's gonna use it, right?
So what's everybody doing today? Any plans?
Well, I'm gonna have to mow the lawn because I think it's gonna rain again, isn't it? Later this afternoon, Paul? He's gone. Yeah, the weather guys are calling for rain, after 3 o'clock. So I like to mow it when it's dry because I end up putting it in the barrels that go out to the street on Monday.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, all the clippings and whatnot.
They come by and pick up all the yard waste
Yeah.
on the same
Oh.
day as they pick up trash.
So they're calling for rain, Paul?
I think so.
Yeah, my sister just said that too. So
Well, you know how these weathermen are. They say it's going to, but then it does a completely different thing.
Well, it rained pretty good last night.
Yeah, it was raining yesterday when we were
Very
on
bad.
our walk, it started raining. I was like, man, I sure am gonna hate getting out of the car. We didn't even have an umbrella with us yesterday, but it was just slightly raining.
Well, weather's gotten really, really accurate over the last couple of years, especially with the European models. They're really accurate. That's that's the model that they usually follow when we have hurricanes, is the European model. Because theirs is actually really good at predicting storms. But the more computers advance, then you're going to have algorithms that will be able to accurately predict things. Which the computer power will get there at some point. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised in 30 years a computer won't tell you, there's going to be a tornado in this spot at this time. And it will be
Yeah, that would be
dead on.
pretty crazy.
I mean,
like-
it just has to be able to pull in all the different elements of weather, nature, all that. And if you had a strong enough computer, it could figure that out. No, I just got some 3D printer parts coming today. That's about all I'm doing.
You get that thing fixed?
Yeah, I got a new bed coming, a glass bed, and then I got a new Bowden tube coming. And I have just some new tips coming so I can put a better tip on the bit. Sure.
Mm.
I'm gonna put a brass one on there.
Laura's in the chat.
Laura, Philippines.
hey, Laura. Yeah.
Gus and Wendy here.
Yeah. I gotta go get some more propane. I ran out of propane early this morning.
Yeah, Filipina's been doing a lot of flying.
Yeah.
But she said it's been gusty and windy there.
Was Lynn going on another trip or something?
Yeah, Lynn's going camping this next week for 5 days.
Wow.
Man, that's what I want.
Oh,
Go camping.
She
Lynn
takes,
does all-
she loads the
been doing a
motorhome
lot
up
lately.
with all the dogs, the bird, the cat, and there they go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and buy a tent and get some sleeping bags and get like all the camping necessities.
Well, see, and a lot of people don't even really do traditional camping anymore.
No,
Camping has pretty much turned into a motorhome.
Yeah, that's not really camping.
Well, it's called
yeah,
glamping.
but it's much more comfortable. You were just complaining about your aches and pains. When do you get up after sleeping on the ground, buddy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's called glamping. You know,
Yeah.
it's the glamorous camping.
Glamping.
Yeah, you have
You know,
camping.
especially in
glamping.
Florida, if you go camping and you don't have air conditioning, you sweat your balls off.
Yeah. Or just get one of those like a little fan that you can dangle from the tent or whatever.
Lynn has got a generator on board. She's got satellite TV. She's got everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, if you're gonna go, it might go in comfort.
I mean, I
Well,
guess
that's what I'm saying, is people just don't do a lot of traditional camping. I mean, there still are people that do it, but
I don't know. Lynn was talking the other day when she went camping the other day. Last week, was it a week or so ago? She says a young couple, TJ, that's not you or me, a young couple pulled in and they had one of those little bubble
that's
trailers.
me,
you know?
Sarah.
oh yeah.
She must
You know,
have
they
been referring to
pulled
me
in
and
with a
Sarah.
bubble trailer and she was there for 3 days and it rained 2.5 days. So
What's a caravan? Like what is that like a big trailer?
No, I think that's more like a 16 passenger type van, right?
Like it's a big,
Small.
big van with a camper in it, usually.
Yeah, it's like
you
the
know, it
size
has a
of
couch that makes into a
16
bed and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because that's what Laura said. She was in a caravan while she was in
Thank you,
Scotland.
Sarah. I know, I make the best breakfast burritos. You know, I used to have people when I lived in North Carolina that come to my house and they buy all the ingredients for me just to make them burritos.
Well, when Justin gets tired of running around with that meter shoving it up people's rear end checking for gas, I think he's going to get himself a burrito truck and go on the road.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah,
probably
but you would
should,
eat all the profits.
You could call it just-in-time burritos.
That's awesome. Just in time burrito. That's a good name. I
Yeah.
like it.
That's right.
Got a little ring to it.
Yep. And then he could end up with a whole fleet of trucks out there.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
I'm down for that.
Just in time burritos.
That's right.
No, like I said, if I can afford to do anything, I'm not working for nobody, not for myself. Travel.
Is
I
it
could've
like
retired at 30? I'd have done it.
a trailer?
Oh, Little Amalora says the caravan was like a trailer.
Oh,
But the
okay.
question
Well, they
was it like a trailer or was it literally a trailer?
well see they over in England they call things a lot different than they do here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
what
they
we
call
call
you
things.
a wanker, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it was like like a trunk of a car here, but I think in England it's a bonnet or something.
Yeah.
Like
Or-
we
or
call it
the-
a we call it a cheeseburger. They call it a royale with cheese.
Or the hood of the car is a bonnet. Yep.
Oh, okay. The hood of the car is the bonnet, is it? Yeah,
The
or
bond.
something along that line. Yeah. Well, I got a couple jobs I got to do today, Paul. I think I'm gonna get going.
Oh, okay. What,
Um,
where you gotta go?
Well, my
She's
sister
got-
bought a brand new computer.
Ooh, yeah, but you're gonna repossess the old one, right?
Yep, yeah. I'm repossessing the old one. It's gonna come in here, but it might take a day or two to get that one ready.
Yeah.
But I got to transfer everything over from fire up her new computer and try and transfer shit over and do all that stuff. Plus, I got to cut grass here, so
That's
so
great.
I should get going and
Yeah, I'm gonna go
and,
make a cup of coffee myself, and she has to work it too. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you better get going. That's
part of the house.
that's 5 hours. You better get going.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you, TJ.
Bye,
Alright.
TJ.
Yep. Yeah, I got stuff to try and get done today, so. Oh,
Well-
Easy.
just, oh, it's nice coming down here, but the problem is that they end up doing quite a bit of work for her, but that's okay. I don't mind. But
Hey, what
But-
day was it? I got the mini. Was it on
Thursday. wasn't it?
Thursday, the 9th, right?
Yep.
Okay, because I've got a video on here, the first flight, and I want to date it, you know?
Matt
Yeah.
was looking at your video last night on his channel.
Yeah.
On raw, like the raw video of the night shots.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Well, you know, the one, you see the one that I did last night? No, we probably didn't.
No, it was
Yeah.
whichever one you
Not
did
yet.
where you just did the raw video. You didn't
Yeah.
do it.
Okay, Paul,
yeah, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, somebody's over here wanting to go to work too. So
all right.
Matt,
see you guys later. Eh?
Are you gonna be around tonight, or you're going to see your
Oh
friend?
yeah, I'll be here tonight. I'll be here.
All right,
Yep.
okay, bye,
Bye.
Paul.
Now, AZ said that he didn't have the overheating issues with his when he was updating. And I guess he was gonna try to fly today, but he said he was gonna have to go real early in the morning because it was so hot. He told us last night, he said it was 7 PM there and it was 108 degrees. 7 PM. It was like 7:30, something like that. So, but he said that when he did the update, he didn't have no overheating issues.
Yeah, I'd like to see AZ's flight, you know?
Matt wants your raw footage from your Mini 3. He was asking about that last night. He wants to put it through DaVinci. But yeah, they were we were talking about that compared to like shooting an auto on the Mini 3 and then shooting an auto on the Nano. And
Yeah.
everybody kind of was in good agreement that DJI's auto settings suck compared to like the way Altel does theirs. Like they seem to have better settings when it comes to the auto. For, you know, people that aren't really into doing a whole bunch or messing with ISOs and all that stuff. It's makes it a little easier for people that aren't into all that.
Yeah, I'll show you. You didn't see my night flight last night, did you, Justin?
No, because I got up this morning and was messing with my printer. I didn't even get on YouTube till you went live.
Okay, I'll show it to you.
I went straight to bed at 12:30 when I got off the live with Tim and them.
Oh, yeah, you guys were burning the candle, that's for sure.
Well, after I left, I guess Ron and Stella popped in over there, and then I don't know who else. They probably were still going for an hour or two after I left. I didn't feel like staying up too late, so at 12:30 I called it quits. AZ, you
Okay,
still here?
this was just after sunset last night. And this is with the Autel Nano, okay? So let me screen share.
And AZ, are you still here, dude? Because I actually had a mishap when I woke up this morning. My Bowden tube was knocked off my printer, and there was filament everywhere.
A minute, let me pull it up again because I want to make sure I click the boxes. Screen share.
Yeah, my Bowden tube came unscrewed from the extruder. I think it wasn't screwed in all the way tight enough. When I woke up this morning, I mean, the print was almost done anyway when I went to bed, so it didn't really have much left to do. It didn't mess it up. But there was a little bit of filament hanging out, about a foot or two worth of filament that was just hanging out in the spool. Oh, what happened, Laura? Did it bite did the props bite you? Try to hand catch it. She said I got my first injury with my drone. I had the Air 2 slice open my finger a couple of times. Caught me, nipped me.
Stop share. Didn't realize it was already sharing.
Yeah, I guess when I put the new extruder on there, I guess I didn't tighten it tight enough. The boating tube in there, little fitting. I guess I just didn't put it in tight enough, and I think it just came unscrewed from the movement of the filament. Oh, JD's popping up. Yeah, JD,
Hey,
did
hey.
you hear what I
Hey,
said?
JD, how's it going?
How's it going?
I woke up this
Well,
morning.
here's the one I did last night. This was after sunset. It was just getting dark. This is with the Nano Plus.
It looks pretty good. Oh, the Nano.
Yep.
Oh, there it goes. Now it just cleared up. That's all pixelated. Yeah, that looks really good.
Hey, Laura, AZ, Filipina. Hey, Lynn.
I have to agree with JD what he was saying yesterday, man. The auto settings on the auto are much better.
I can't hear you over the music.
Yeah, let me turn the music down. Hey,
I
there
said
you go.
I said I would have to agree with you that the auto settings are much better on the Alto.
Yeah.
What you were saying last night.
It's just, like I said, the sky on mine, man. Like, everything else looks good, but the sky just turns like one color, either blue or gray, or and it's like, it'll be a perfectly blue sky with clouds everywhere, and it doesn't pick that up. It like blows it out. And
Yeah.
so I switched to just trying to tinker it manually in there, which every time I bring up manual settings, Matt acts like I'm making up something. He's like, manual settings? Manual? Manual? It's like I brought it up twice and he's done that, like, okay. Am I calling it something wrong?
Yeah, he's just fucking with me. Oh, that sky looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks great. Man. Like, oh, whoa. That's awesome. Coming off the water. That was
The more I
awesome. It was
fly
like you
the
had
Nano, the better I'm getting at it.
like nighttime on the left and you had the red evening stuff on the right. That was sweet.
That Nano really captures the colors, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I heard the same thing, AZ. David was on his deathbed by the time Laura got back.
Yeah.
He was calling us asking for help to dial 911, whatever 911 was over there. Oh, definitely AZ. That's what I was telling Wayne D the other day when he was showing his when he was showing that footage going around that ship. Oh, what is that?
A Danish.
Oh, nice.
Raspberry Danish.
I like the cherry ones.
Yeah, I went out to the
Coast
skate
Guard.
park this
That's
morning.
the oldest light on the lighthouse on the Great Lakes.
With the green light.
Yep. Fort Gratiot Lighthouse. Different colors in the sky and everything and the lights. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember how Tim kept saying last night that I was gonna have a mishap one day? I
Yeah.
woke up this morning and I guess when I put that new extruder on, I didn't tighten it tight enough, and the Bowden tube, it came unscrewed. So there was like 2 feet worth of filament just hanging out. But it didn't ruin the print though, because the print was like 99% done when I went to go to bed anyway. So it didn't really do a whole lot. It was said the print was still salvageable. So
Mine was always the print not sticking to the bed. Like halfway through, it would come undone and like just start moving all over the place. And then I'd have this big wad of
See, that's the
crap.
problem I had with the TPU, trying to print anything big. Is it because it's so flexible, it would start like coming up and bowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that same problem. I even tried the glue stick thing and it still didn't help. But they sell this like special glue for 3D printers on Amazon. I don't know if it's any good or like.
It was when AZ suggested up in the bed temperatures that I like the ABS and stuff. That helped a lot because then it keeps it
It
on
actually
there.
helped with the PLA too, because at 200 degrees, I was having issues with it sticking, but when I popped it up to 220, it was perfect. It stuck right to the bed. Yeah, you just got to play with the bed temperatures and the nozzle temperature. Because I even put the bed up to 65 instead of 60. And it seemed like at 220 with the bed at 65, it was working perfect.
Yeah, I think I got off there at like midnight last night. They were still going on, Tim and
I left at
Ron
12:30.
and Stella.
You were still on there right there.
well,
I
my
was
time,
late.
12.
His,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
his time would be
That's
1
right.
o'clock, right?
Yeah, because I got off at 12:30. I was like, I'm not staying up any later. I was out within 10 minutes out, 10, 15 minutes after I got in the bed. Sorry, I just threw on a YouTube video and just listened to it as I fell asleep.
It was funny. AZ kept trying to talk and nobody can talk over Night Train.
Yeah, Mike,
Man,
he gets
he
going.
was just nonstop.
Yeah, he gets going, man. It's
And it
like-
doesn't matter if you try to start talking or not. It keeps like you're not even there. Like, what the hell? How is that even possible?
Well, see, that's why I got frustrated on when I went on Adrian's show that one night, and that dude Tom was on there because he was bad for that too. Like he would talk over you, and then you would start talking, and he would just start talking like you weren't saying anything.
That's-
I got
yeah.
frustrated. I was just like, I'm out. I left.
Well, you had a little bit of an issue. I sent you a joke last night on Matt's channel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
he-
saw that.
He came in pretty hot. I was talking to Justin and Tim about it. He came in real hot and then he kind of calmed down. See, I didn't used to like that person.
Well, he's definitely got a case. He wants to be the center of attention.
Like I said, he came in real hot, but it seems like he kind of toned down a little bit.
Oh, AZ left right after we did.
No, I kept telling you, AZ, I put it in the chat too that
I kept hearing him trying to talk, and then it was like he
I
would
put
be like,
over in the chat that no, David, your mic's working fine. It's just that Mike's works better.
Yeah, I remember when you put that in there. Yeah, his landlord screwed him though at the worst fucking time.
Yeah, that's
Because Mike's going in for shoulder surgery. He's gonna be out of work for 12 weeks, I think he said. And his landlord just gave him a 45-day notice because they sold the house out from under him.
That sucks.
So their lease and what was crappy was a week before that, the landlord was like, oh yeah, we're gonna let you re-sign the lease and everything else.
yeah, and I didn't ask if it was like whoever's buying it is moving in or if they're raising the rent to where he can't afford it or what. I didn't.
No, see what happened is Mike was gonna do a rent to own thing, but you gotta remember if somebody comes along and says, you
I
if the
got
house is worth
cash.
100 grand and they say, I have 100 grand cash to buy the house right now.
Right.
As
But
an
if they're
owner,
going
I
to
would
rent it out
rather take-
again,
Well, I'm saying as an owner, I'd rather take the 100 grand than have to wait 20 years for somebody to pay me rent every month.
but if the new person comes in, that's what I was wondering. They must be moving in.
Well, yeah,
not
because
renting
that's
it.
not an area where investors are coming in to buy rental homes. I mean, it's literally a community with like 15 houses and a bar on that one street, and that's it. There's really nothing there. God, a stupid. Things are going off again. Damn.
So
fire.
many unwanted guests there last night, AZ says.
I don't know. I ducked out. I was tired. I was like, I can't stay in here no more. Because last week we stayed up till I was up all night until 3 o'clock. I was like, I'm not staying up that late because it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I am wide awake at like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, I need to get some rest because I'm just so used to getting up at 6:30 every morning for work. I can't
Yeah.
sleep past 7, 8. The latest I've slept in the last 2 months has been 9 o'clock. Oh my God.
I missed it. Did AZ go out and fly this morning or not?
Not yet that I know
Yeah, he
of.
said he was supposed to go
But you
out.
gotta remember, he's, it's only 7:27 there. AM.
From what he was saying, he was gonna have to get out there at like 5 a.m. to beat the heat.
Well, that's the thing is, you know, even in Southern California when I was growing up, it would be midnight and it'd still be 100 degrees. Like by
Yeah.
3, 4 in the morning, it's only down to like 95, maybe 90 if you're lucky. And then boom, the sun's right back up again. Boom, heating it right back up.
Oh, David said he's not gonna go to the private next time.
He learned his lesson, huh?
Yeah, he said I am out next time. Yeah, between Tim and Mike, there was not a lot of room to.
Yeah,
It was
they
funny because Tim would just go, Mike, 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 Mike. And then Mike would finally stop. And then Tim would go,
I don't think any of us said anything for like 20 minutes.
Well, sometimes, you know, a little bit of dead space on the air is not a bad thing. It gives everybody a moment to think about, you know,
yeah.
because there's some people that think that there's got to be sound going transmitted all the time, you know.
My brother does that. Just talks nonstop and starts talking gibberish. Like, what do you just shut up for a while? Jeez. You ran out of things to say.
The hottest it's gotten here so far, AZ, I think it was 98 one day. But with the humidity, it definitely feels about 105.
Well, all right, AZ. I see you're kind of hinting around. You can go ahead and send me the Mini 3 and I'll test it out here where
We'll
it's
fly
cooler.
it for him, okay.
Yeah. It looks like that's what he's hinting around at. I don't. He's just too shy to ask.
That's when it accidentally gets lost in the mail on the way back. I don't know what happened. Lady said she was going to give me a tracking number, but never did.
Well, you know what I wonder is, you know how you can do home shipping? I wonder if you were to just make a box, right? Pack it all up or whatever, put in bubble wrap or whatever, and then turn around and say that because you put in the weight and the measurements, put in the measurements, but you put the weight and say it's 8 pounds and you ship it. Do they check it along the way or do they just deliver an empty 8-pound box to somebody saying, well, here's your delivery?
I don't think they check it.
I don't know.
Because you know,
I don't
it
think they would
doesn't-
have time to check it because
Yeah,
that's
'cause
a lot
it's
of that's
just-
like an
it's got a
audit.
scan bar on the front, and so it's like, so then it would show that it was delivered. You could say, "Yeah, I shipped you a drone."
But that could also explain why they're so slow. You know, maybe they are checking it. Maybe that's why they're so slow
I don't
delivering
know.
everything.
I don't know,
I
but I've
don't- I
always
don't think-
wondered that because it's like, okay,
It would be
Maybe
so hard to
UPS
collect money, you know, because that would be the, you know, if you said it was lighter than it was supposed to be, it's like, are they going to come collect money from you, or how does it?
well,
No, 'cause if
and
it was
and
lighter than what
you
you
can
said it was
online,
supposed to
you can buy the insurance for it. You could say, okay, at $500 insurance.
Yeah, but if you were if it was to be lighter than what you said, you just overpaid for no reason. You think they're gonna return your money?
But when I go to the do it yourself thing, I could put whatever weight I want in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now FedEx and UPS might check that shit because they're private, so they're more efficient. But the post office, I wouldn't put it past them just to be
Well,
like,
I don't know. Right now, I don't know if FedEx is all that efficient because I ordered a hard case for my Mini 3 and it was supposed to have been here Tuesday. Then they said, oh, no, Thursday. Then they said, oh, we don't know when it's going to be delivered. And
They're
then
bad about that too, because it'll.
after the 15th, if you haven't received it, let us know. Maybe we'll refund your money. And I paid an extra $48 to have express shipping.
That's ridiculous. And they're bad too, because I've had one say it's out for delivery. And then, you know, 8 or 9 o'clock at night, it changes to, oh, now it's going to be here 2 days from now. Like,
see,
how does that
FedEx
happen?
and well, FedEx and UPS, they're not bad in my area. They're always really good and on time.
Well,
Post
I've
office,
noticed
I have
they
issues.
used to always be good, but what I've noticed during the last 4 or 5 months, it isn't the way it was.
Like I said,
No.
especially UPS, they're actually my favorite. When I get a package through them, they'll always tell me, "Oh, it's going to be there Tuesday, and I'll get it on Monday." They're always a day early on my packages. than what
Not
they-
on my end.
Hardy har har AZ. Hey, Sam Hayden.
Hey, Sam, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead and ship that in pieces because he has the Care Refresh. You can send it in and get.
Yeah,
it
see,
in.
don't
And then-
you
there
get the
you
Care
go.
Fresh? What are you worried about it?
Yeah, go ahead and smash that bitch up and send it to JD. He'll have a new one by the end of the week. Yeah, he forgot that little tidbit. You know he's got that Care Refresh on it.
Well, that's my dilemma. I've got to make a decision on whether I get Carry Fresh on the Mini 3 because I tried to put it on there at the time, but it was on my phone or on my tablet, and it didn't seem to want to take it. It wanted all kinds of extra information or whatever. I don't know if I can call them up and add Care Refresh to it now or not.
You have 48 hours. I don't think you can after that. Now, AZ might know if you can, if there's some way you can do it. But I'm pretty sure they're stuck on that deadline of 48 hours once you turn the drone on. Because like I had my Mini 2 for a week and a half before I actually turned it on. And because I didn't turn it on, it didn't start until I
You could
actually
try to
turned it
throw your
on.
weight around again and call them up and be like, hey.
Yeah, we all see how that worked out last
Yeah,
week.
right. Yeah, they really should do something since they robbed you of the Care Refresh on your other one.
You notice
You know.
AZ's not answering you about sending you the Snatch drone. I think he messed up there. He realized he messed up when he said that.
Well, I think that's great that David offered to send it to you and let you fly it. That's cool.
He says
You
they
have to do it
will.
ASAP.
Yeah, he says they will add it, but you have to do it. You probably have like within a week, and then if it's past that, they're going to be like, hell no.
Swimming pool day. It's gonna be hot here today too. Nothing like that, but it's gonna be high 90s and it's already humid as all get out. I went out to the skate park and was already sweating a little bit.
You can come here and take some of this humidity if you want.
It gets pretty humid here. I mean, I know
Like
Florida
it's-
does too.
It's really nice when it rains, but the minute those clouds move away and all that moisture gets in the air, oh my God, that's
We get like 80%. I mean, it gets up there. Like you can't breathe. It's just like,
oh
oh,
yeah. Like yeah, yesterday it was raining like half the day. When we were at that hit line on that gas line, there was a nice cool breeze coming through. But then when the the tracks on the storm would move and then the sun would come out for a little bit. Just fucking heat up like crazy, and all of a sudden another track of storm would come in.
Does it pop up on the screen for Carry Fresh? I think it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it should pop up when you immediately turn on the drone and go through the settings.
Well, it popped up in a set. I had 72 hours or something to get Carry Fresh or
I thought it was only, did they, is it 72 hours? I thought it was.
I don't know.
48.
I don't remember, but I know it was hours that you
Yeah,
had.
I think it's 48 hours. Not 72.
God damn it,
Isn't it,
Lynn. You're right. There is storms
look.
tonight.
JD, isn't it 48 hours, not 72?
I'm not sure about that.
I'm pretty sure it's 48.
I did mine. I ordered mine with it.
But that's why I said to ask AZ, because I have heard that some people have called DGI within the first week they've had it. And DGI honored their request to get it. But it was like, you have to get it. You know, there's only a certain deadline, and then they're going to just cut you off and be like, hell no.
Lynn just rained on my parade, literally. I didn't think it was supposed to rain tonight, and I was going to mow tomorrow morning, but now it looks
Yes,
like
it
it's
is
supposed to
what?
rain overnight.
AZ, 48 hours or 72? Is that what your answer?
I'm still
Let's
gonna
find
wait
out. I'm
till
calling
tomorrow.
them right now.
Here we go.
If anybody answers.
AZ, come on, use full sentences, buddy.
48 hours.
There it is.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was. Fucking dickhead, I swear, JD.
His fingers must still be glued to the keyboard, so it's hard for him to get a full sentence going.
We regret to inform you that some product repairs under shipment times are expected to be delayed or suspended. Thank you for your understanding and support. For quality assurance purposes, all calls are monitored or recorded.
Was it?
To and choose from the following options. For technical support, press 1. For the
Did it
status,
start as a British accent
press 2.
That's what I was about to say, too.
and then went
Sounded
to?
British.
Refresh or Osmo shielding, press 3. For inquiries about any
I guess British just sounds less threatening.
It's funny how it started with it and then went to.
call and transfer.
Sight, gotcha. Now that you're in,
What's up, Bill?
are you newfound?
What's up,
Curtis. Today is a swimming pool day, Marshall says. Man, I've been wanting to go to Oceans of Fun here, the water park.
We have there's a big one right down the street from my house. It's Legoland's water park.
Ooh,
Which is stupid though, because I've been saying this since they opened it. They don't have us insurance just for the water park where you can just buy a water park ticket. You literally have to buy a whole park ticket, which is stupid. And what they should do is have a separate entrance to the water park where you can just purchase a water park ticket, and you should get a discount if you're local. They don't do any of that. You have to buy $130 ticket for the whole park.
jeez.
But think about how many locals would go there if you $25 tickets all day per person to come in. Dude, they'd make a killing. That
Yeah,
water park would
ours-
be jam-packed every day.
We have Worlds of Fun and Oceans of Fun, and they used to charge separately, and it was expensive. It was like $50 a piece, and you had to buy them
Right.
separate. And then it closed. They had a way you could get through, but you'd have to have a pass for both parks. But now they merged them, and it's only like $30 for both parks.
Well, that's
So,
what I'm saying is
a lot
that's what
better.
they need to do, because a lot of locals don't go to the water park because they don't want to pay, you know.
That's
take
what
a
those
family
places
of
don't
5
get.
there.
Is like if you charge $50-$60 or you're $100-something, you're gonna get somebody to go there maybe once. If you go lower, you're gonna get them like keep coming. So
Right, and like I said, if they charge $25 a ticket, that's $125 for 5 people. That's not bad. But when I have to pay $150 per ticket for 5 people, that shit adds up. And then if you're only planning on going to the water park, why the hell do I need to buy a ticket for the rides?
yeah.
Like if I have no interest in going in there, then I shouldn't have to buy a ticket for that.
Is it all one thing, or is it a way they could keep you from going into all the parks?
No, there is like a thing in the middle of it, but they don't stop anybody from going in and out because you're buying a ticket for both parks. But Could they set people up in those little booths? Of course they could. Because they have the little things that turn and everything. There's booths there for security or whatever to sit in, but nobody's ever in there because they just let people come and go.
Oh, Lynn said she used to go to Oceans of Fun. It's they have a. I haven't been there. It was probably like, geez, I don't know, 5-10 years ago now. But they had the slide that you start in like a tube and the bottom drops out and you just drop down the tube. It's pretty sweet. It's fun, more fun to watch people almost because their faces are all like,
Especially the ones that
Oh,
go
shit.
on it for the first time, never,
Yeah.
never experienced it.
DJI has adjusted our after-hours service.
It's like when you go to the big like Six Flags and stuff and you hear people on the big rides, you hear them just screaming, ah!
I love those pictures they do, like right on a drop
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
They have the pictures, you can go see them all.
With the high speed cameras. Yeah, they catch them. That high frame rate just fucking hair's all like.
Oh, you're getting it all over there, Murray. Wow, you got British accent, you got an American accent, now you got
Oh, I
music.
know.
They're really giving you the full treatment.
Well, somebody did a study and they said a British accent has a calming effect, and I don't get it. You know,
Well, it was funny. They only used it at the beginning, and then they switched to the.
Well, you see how nice Lynn gets whenever Rob's on the panel, so
Right.
it's immediately my Gingy. It's that calming effect. British just seem less threatening with their accent.
now we're back to British.
DJI has adjusted our after-hours service arrangement. There is a heavy traffic in our current service hotline, and all
Nobody from Britain would ever screw me over.
I like it when they have the message that says you can call or use their web. Like they're giving you options. Like I'm already taking care of it right now. Like.
Come on, you wanker.
Yeah, I miss
Patching you to the
days-
express line.
I miss the days when you could just call a 800 number and somebody would answer the fucking phone.
Yeah.
It takes you through 45 menus. Press 1 for this. Press 2 for this. Then you get to the end of the menu and it says, well, for this option, please visit our website at www. After you've gone through like 16 menus, you're like, what the fuck? Oh, I hate when they do that. That's like getting a hold of the IRS.
Can you imagine, you know, the box that it came in? This is how big it is. Yeah, dear customer. I think they're taking tips off of Biden because they're blaming COVID now because they don't answer the phone. Oh, wait a minute.
Hasn't COVID been over for like ever now? I don't think
Yeah, my
anybody's
name
really-
is Paul.
Oh, he's on. It is, Lynn. Yeah. I was thinking about getting a season pass. I wish it was closer because I would go there all the time.
Whenever what? My phone number in case we get disconnected, you want my phone number? 810-531-3966.
Oh, for the love of God, mute yourself, Murray. He's
I
giving
don't
out
give
all
a
his
shit.
personal information. My social security
Okay,
number
here's the
is-
deal. I got my DJI Mini 3 Pro, and it came up and said I needed to get Care Refresh, so I was going to do that. And the next thing you know, it didn't do it, or I think it did it, or did I? So I'm trying to check and make sure that I have Care Refresh on the Mini 3 Pro.
It's like my account number
The
is.
the serial number of the drone is.
Love of
Okay,
God, mute
I got
yourself
old
from
eyes here. Now
credit card
stay with
information.
me. 1581 F4 XFD
Newfound.
224 T006 394M.
Damn it.
What's that? Yeah. Okay. 4 XFD 24 T0.
Let's get a replay of that account number.
When I got it on Thursday, which was the 9th. That's when I attempted to do it, but I never got. Usually, when I order Care Refresh, if you look my account up, I've had 15 or 20 DJI products. Usually, I get notification by email that it's been done, and I didn't get it.
David, we already called the authorities.
Yeah. Well,
Turn
off,
Laura in for neglect.
you know, the controller comes with a smart controller, and it had me do it right on there.
So what's the Mini 3? It's not in our system.
That's what I'm so confused about, is because it just, you know, using a smart controller to do K refresh was a new one on me. And, you know, young man, I'm 70 years old, so I get confused very easily.
Don't tell scammers that. Tell them you're 30. I can't. I'm not co-host. I'll mute him.
No, I did not get an email at all from DJI regarding.
Your serial number is correct.
Can you do that now?
Oh, freaking Lynn.
Paul, mute yourself.
Yeah, I was just waiting for him to start giving us credit card number.
Yeah, I know.
Expiration date is.
Nothing new.
It's only got a $6,000 limit too. Just remember that, young man.
By the way, Paul's birthday's coming up, y'all.
Yeah, she said on the 27th.
Yep.
Well, today's the day Mike Rennick was supposed to go up to Port Huron. I don't know if he ended up doing that. I guess Lynn would probably know.
Morning, AZ. So I got a weird message on LinkedIn. I'm trying to figure out how I want to deal with it.
What's up with your mic, Curtis?
Yeah, it's a little hot.
A little high.
Ah, darn it, Lynn. I was
Is that better?
hoping
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
that's
not
a
the
lot better.
case.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better.
Okay.
So what
Yes,
about
come
this message on LinkedIn?
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, you sound really good now.
Okay, cool. So I'm on LinkedIn. And under my, well, let me see, how much do I want to tell you? Under my LinkedIn, it says motion graphic artist, market influencer, drone pilot, freelance marketing, creative services. That's my LinkedIn profile.
Right.
So I got this guy that messaged me. He's the co-founder at Pryan Animation Studio PVT Limited. Anyway, he's in India. And let's see, I guess I could share this stuff. Probably easier to do it that way. So here's the message. I'm going to introduce myself. We intend to use influence marketing to promote our company. I believe you're the best person to explain influence marketing in America. I hope that you can help us with this process. Kindly connect me, et cetera, et cetera. I didn't answer. Then he said, hi, Curtis, hope you're doing well. I said, so far, so good. He said, okay. Then this morning he says, I have some doubt regarding how influence marketing is working in the United States. If you're free, can you tell me about that?
Sounds like a spam.
He tells me he wants me to tell him how he has doubts.
Sounds like some kind of spam, but I don't know what their angle would be there.
Well, he listed a website and I went and looked at it, and it's like 1950s cartoon stuff. It's very dated. I mean, it's good animation, but it's like if we saw it, we'd kind of go, oh, that's old. You know, it looks like Saturday morning cartoon kind of animation.
Like Mickey's from the 50s.
You know, more, you know, Donald Duck and Goofy, or Roadrunner, that kind of thing.
Hey, Robert.
And he's not doing cartoon stuff from that period. He's trying to do industrial design stuff, and it's like it's just way outdated. And then he does have one, and I'd play it for you, but I'm afraid you'd get a big copyright hit because he's from India. And they love to sue.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not even going to put a link in the chat. He does have one 3D animation. It's called are you guys familiar with the term explainer video? An explainer video is where a company hires you to explain a product, basically. And he uses a 3D female figure, and the figure looks fine. It's generic, middle of the road, not aggressive thing, which is good. But she's trying to explain how to do an explainer video. Unfortunately, it's an India version of English, so none of the words or some of the words really just don't work together, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's broken English, pretty much.
It's not even broken English. It's. I mean, I need to go back and look and listen to it and give you guys exact examples.
It's kind of like when the Chinese try to write out instructions on products, and it just doesn't.
Exactly. It's not quite there. I mean, you can even in his message to me.
I mean, honestly, I don't know enough about that industry to even know if that's a scam or what the hell that is. Honestly, I couldn't even.
I think he's legit. I mean, the website's legit, and it tracks back to him and his company. So, I mean, when I looked it up, I don't think it's spam.
Well, I mean, maybe just investigate into it more, and then just be wary, as you're going along.
Well, there's nothing I can lose out of the deal. I mean, I'm not going to buy into anything. I know that he's looking for an influence.
Just be cautious, but I would definitely look into it because you never know.
I just thought the question was kind of weird. His question was, I have doubt regarding how influence marketing is working in the United States. If you're free, can you tell me about that? What do you mean you have doubts and you want me to tell you about it?
Maybe it's kind of like you said with the weird English too. Maybe he just doesn't understand.
Yeah, he might just mean that he doesn't understand how the influence works here.
Yeah, maybe he just doesn't understand how to word it properly. That's what I'm saying. You never know. It could be some, rich Indian kids, that's got money. I mean, I would check into it at least, but just be careful.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to answer it. I mean, my first American response is to be sarcastic and kind of snide towards him, but I mean, he's also my competition if you think about it. I mean, my reels are on my LinkedIn page, so I'm pretty sure he's seen those.
I'll just ask him, be like, what are your concerns and what are you actually wanting me to do? Just make it simple, short and simple and sweet, and see what he's responding.
Probably the best way to do it. What do you want from me?
And what are your
do it, Mike. Go fly.
I definitely try to keep it as basic as possible because you might not understand what some words mean. You might say, "What's your concerns?" and he might think you're calling him a dick or something.
I had somebody put a leave a comment on one of my videos that he wanted to give me subscribers and all that. Like he was wanting me to pay
yeah.
for subscribers or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah, I get those all the time. I ignore them or delete them.
And you'll get
So your
those emails
content's
from
great. You need
companies.
more subs.
Well, then you'll get those emails from companies. Oh, we're interested in promoting your channel, and then they want you to sign up to like do freaking surveys and crap to get money off on products for your YouTube channel. So it's stupid.
Thank you, Mr. Murray. We appreciate your business. We will have somebody contact you in the next 24 to 48 hours.
What?
What the hell?
They didn't even
accent is
resolve
that?
it.
And I says, well, are they going to be able to straighten it out? You have to talk to them, but right now you do not have Care Refresh.
What the hell accent was that?
It's kind of like it sounded like Hindu and something else, and
It sounded like Hindu mixed with like Boston or something.
yeah. It's like, oh my god.
I'm from Brooklyn.
And
Brooklyn.
every time I ask him a question, just a minute, I have to check.
So that long, and they didn't even resolve the issue.
No,
Like, how hard is it just go on the computer and say, yeah, let's sign you up?
that's what I said. Can't you just sign me up? No, sir. We cannot do that because we cannot take credit card information over phone.
Newfoundland, you might be right.
Stop doing that accent, please, for the love of God.
But Mr. Murray,
Oh my God.
I'll tell you what.
Have you ever been screwed by DJI?
Yeah, now it's going to be 2 or 3 more days, and like, oh, if you would have contacted
Yeah,
us,
if you
3
would have let
days
us know sooner. Yeah, Because he said, well, you should have gotten an email from DJI that your Care Refresh went through. I said, I didn't get an email.
I got an email
Exactly,
immediately
Lynn.
after I
They've
did
got
it
it
on the Mini
flagged.
2. I literally got an email within 10 minutes after doing it on the Mini 2. So you didn't do it. There's no way. Unless
Well, that's
unless
what
the
he said.
email
He
got
looked-
Both
buried.
been red flagged by DJI.
Yeah, he's flagged in the system. They got his picture
he
up.
said, Mr. Murray, it not in computer. You not
Oh
got
my God.
Care Refresh.
Meet the Muddy.
During DJI training, they play a clip of Murray's voice, and like, if you
That's
hear
it.
this man,
That's right. Well, his picture's right up there next to JD's. Like they're just banned from
Yeah,
Care
right.
Refresh altogether.
no
Meet the
dog for
Muddy.
you.
Mr. Murray.
Change your
Once they
name.
figured-
Change your name on Zoom, Paul, to Meet the Muddy.
Yeah.
See, once they figured out JD and Murray were doing shows together, they were like, "Nah, these guys are going to bankrupt us."
Yeah.
Oy vey, oy
Crash.
vey.
Yeah. JD, you're not. My nickname's going to be Crash and Splash.
That's right. You got to get Justin in there somehow too. We got to get the poll.
Crash, Splash, and Burrito. Hey, Curtis, did you hear Justin's going to get a burrito truck? He's going to go on the road.
That actually sounded like a pretty good idea. I heard
I do
that
too.
earlier. And
My wife thought about it for a while.
Well, he's already got a name. It's called Just in Time Burrito.
I looked into those food trucks here, and there's so many rules and regulations that it's like you had to cook the food, or there was some strange rule about you either had to cook the food on the truck or have another kitchen that they inspected and all this. And it's like, God dang.
Yeah, here in Washington, they make up some of the stupidest. The latest one is the barista stands now have to have a working restroom.
And that was one of the ones on a food truck. You have to have a working sink and like, which that's probably not a bad thing, but
That's not a big deal because, you got holding tanks and different things you can put
it's
on
just
the
though
truck.
they go crazy. It's like
But
once
the
you
thing
get
of it
through
is,
all that,
here's
man.
what you got to tell yourself. You might be scared by it, but I've seen some of the goofiest MFs out there running food trucks.
Yeah,
And
true.
they if they can do it, I think anybody could do it if
It's
you
true.
wanted.
well, there's one that's set up now down by the Shell where I get my fuel on the weekends, and he's got some money in it. It's painted nice. It's fairly large. And he's got a nice menu out there and it smells good when you walk by. I can tell you that.
Yep.
There's a lot of Mexican style food trucks, tacos, and then some kind of
And
grilled
then there's a guy
chicken.
that downtown that has it's like a old UPS van, looks like crap, and he's got a brick open fire pizza oven inside of it.
Ooh. We have some there must be downtown they do more of them because I've heard of the pizza one somewhere here, but I don't think it's brick oven like that. That's
Yeah,
intense.
it's intense. Yeah.
So we have
Brick,
one
I mean,
called-
trust me, I love brick oven pizza. That's I grew up in Italy and that's how it's cooked. So
It'd be hot as hell in that truck.
yeah,
there's a pizza place here called Giovanni's that sells the Big Mama. And I shit you not, this pizza's like,
You know, to an Italian,
4
you
feet
sure,
by
you
4
sure
feet.
don't want to, as an Italian, Curtis, tell him, don't be talking about mama like that. You're not selling mama.
Right.
No.
but they use a brick oven. They have an old school brick oven. That's how they cook.
you found that's correct. There's we have a bar row down here. It's a couple blocks of bars and there's a couple guys that on either side of the street that have just hot dog stands. And if you're operating at, 10, 11 o'clock at night, you're selling like crazy because people are trying to sober up a little bit.
Get the
before-
munchies, yep.
No, AZ DJI gave him the runaround and they're gonna call him back.
He just learned how to do a really screwed up accent. That's about it.
Yeah, he learned a great accent.
Mr. Moody, we call you back to try to help you. We get Care Refresh, somebody from Care Refresh. And
You're actually talking
they
to
will
somebody in
contact
Philadelphia
you.
that's fucking with you.
They will contact you by email. We got email.
Sounded like retarded Indian. What? Somebody riding a short bus. I thought you didn't want to do Care Refresh anymore, though.
Well, I figured it's only $79 and it Care Refresh on the Mini 3. I probably should get it, but
Should just ask him for a 25% discount code now.
well, actually, I still have the series of emails. I could probably put the situation on there about, you don't pay for the drone. You give me a 25% discount, and then it doesn't carry over onto my Fly More combo. Well, and now I try to get Care Refresh, and I get somebody talking to me in another language saying we'll get back with you.
You know what you need to do is get him on the phone when you do actually get it while you're live. So it's recorded and ask them, what does it specifically cover? And get a detail. That way you can go back and be like, well, this is what your representative told me. That's if it went in the water. They were going to.
Well, I'm not so sure I wasn't talking to the friggin' janitor over in Taiwan or something,
Just some janitor picked up the
or
phone.
Delhi.
Hello.
It's just like,
Lynn.
Mr. Moody.
He's the
can
shyster part
always
of
tell
JD Schwindler and Shyster.
They're in a different country because they calls me Pow. Pow. No, it's Paul.
Yeah,
Pow.
he's already thinking about taking this case. We're going to take DJI down one drone at a time.
So you guys remember me telling you there's no rules about underwater drones and stuff?
Yeah.
Switch it.
I'm trying to schedule a meeting with a lawyer that does maritime law and find out some stuff. But this commercial contract that I'm trying to get into, they said, so do you have insurance? I said, no. What's your requirements? And they sent me an email for the requirements. Are you guys ready?
Let's hear it.
Hang on for this.
How many $1 million liability?
Lot is the name of the company. Here's Lot. Commercial general liability, 2 million per occurrence, 2 million general aggregate, and $1 million combined single limit for bodily injury and property damage per accident.
Did you call an insurance company and find out what that would cost you? Because usually it's pennies on the dollar.
So I did call. Nobody does short term. Nobody's willing to do short term, like 1 month on it. They only do like a year. and it depends on if it's fresh water or if it's salt water. Fresh water is going to be $800, and salt water will be $10,000 per year.
Jesus Christ.
Why is
And I
AZ
asked,
saying
I
2
asked
years?
what the
is
diff, I asked what the difference was, and he said, well, let me explain it to you in a nutshell. He goes, under maritime law, if you're on a boat and you're repairing something, let's say you're glazing the window, you're responsible for that boat during that time. If something happens to the boat while you're working on it, you're responsible for that boat.
Well, so what, they're gonna make you responsible for the crabs or, what,
I don't know.
cause you're not actually working on a boat.
Well, no, for the freshwater job, which this is a freshwater job,
Uh-huh.
it's not 10 grand. So I'm okay here.
Buy the insurance and when you're done, cancel it,
yeah. Well, I'm not actually paying for the insurance. Lot is. I'm putting however much the insurance is, I'm putting that on top of the money I'm making.
Well, make sure you get paid that money.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I'm not worried about that. I'm just,
When
I was kind of
when you
surprised
do
about the
job,
difference in
Curtis,
price.
make sure that they present you with a valid insurance before you hit the water.
Well, they probably look at the ocean as more dangerous because it's, I mean, an ocean versus a lake,
I don't know.
I guess.
Dangerous Maverick.
I knew the barrier to entry to get into ROVs would, it wouldn't be like drones where everybody's got a drone and the people are doing it for free or $5 or, some kid shows up and
Or
my
a case
kid's
of
got
beer
a-
like Tim.
Now, you're pretty tight with the manufacturers, right?
Who, Five Fish? Yeah.
Did you ask them if they've ever considered having Carry Fresh on Fly Fish?
I don't think they're at that point where they can.
That would make them different from everybody else. That would be a selling point. Because that's what DJI did. DJI was the only one that had Care Refresh in the beginning.
And then Autel came out with theirs.
Yep.
They haven't. They're not selling enough product yet to be able to offer something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
as a-
think of the income from buying the insurance.
Yeah, I know. It's like buying insurance. It's
Yep.
you hope that nobody needs it.
Right.
Yeah, they're not selling hundreds of thousands and millions of products, so they're selling in the
Yeah, it hasn't
hundreds
hit
right now.
mainstream yet.
Okay, let's say they're selling in the hundreds and they sell Carry Fresh at for the drone
You're talking to the wrong guy, Paul.
150, $175 times hundreds. You could repair or replace a lot of them because that their product is costing them about 20 to 30%.
So when DJI ships products, they get a discount for volume
Yep.
to ship a product. These guys are like, their shipping costs are astronomical because they're not shipping that many over to the United States.
Well, you don't have to put shipping in the Care Refresh. You just
No, I'm saying their volume is not at that point yet.
I'm just saying, Curtis.
I know what you're saying.
They should be thinking about it because you want to expand your base. And how do you expand your base, Curtis? Is you offer something nobody else does.
I think Autel is kind of turning a corner right now too, where I think they could do some damage to DJI. The way DJI is kind of going down, and Autel's.
Well, Autel's been doing that for years. They get right up to the door, and then they pull the plug on everything.
They stumble. Yep.
Yeah, and they stumble hard.
Yep.
I think it's upper management or middle management. From what I hear, it's the people that really don't even have it. It's like the family that doesn't really have anything to do with the company, that has something to do with the company, that it's influencing those people that are running the company. That's kind of the story that I'm hearing in the back end. I know some of the American folks that work for Autel. Autel's right up my street, so they're just down the block, so to speak.
Well, it's got to be kind of piss off the employees that they understand that the bottom line is important. But when the bottom line supersedes your ability to grow the business, that's where the conflict is.
Well, the problem too is Alltel's had like 2 or 3 CEOs in the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Like they can't keep anybody in there.
Well, they
So
go
then
in and
obviously
catch
that
up.
tells you, well, obviously that's probably telling you that the CEO gets in there, finds out the company's not worth the shit. And they're like, boom, and they just take off. They're like,
No,
it's-
I personally, Justin, I know for a fact, a lot of these CEOs change regularly because they get big sign-on bonuses with other companies, and they only have to stay there for a certain period of time. Then they're out of there, and
yeah,
then
but
they start all over again.
yeah, but that the last 2 CEOs for Alltel weren't even there 6 months. when they
Yeah,
left.
I know who you're talking about. I know him.
Yeah, the one that was on what was it, on Ray's and Johnny Drone Flyer show, I think.
Yeah.
He actually came on their show, and he wasn't there, but I think 2-3 months, and he was out. He just took
Yeah, but
off.
what we don't know is what was his contract? What was his signing bonus?
It wasn't for 2-3 months, though. I guarantee you that. But I'm saying is what they're doing is that I think they're coming in, they're finding out there's a lot of bullshit behind the scenes. And then
There's a
they
lot of
go,
history
"Yeah,
with Chinese companies, and this has happened. I mean, it happened big time with Chasing Innovations, the one that do the Gladius Mini and stuff. They had the big show in Vegas where they were showing all their products. They had all the American employees down there. The influencers were down there. I got invited, but I couldn't get off work to go. And then at the end of the show, they fired everybody. I said, sorry, we're closing the doors. Here's 3 months severance. Sorry. It's like, wow, that's kind of a shitty ass thing to do. But I mean, yeah, Chinese and DJI's done it several times.
Yep.
You know, Colin Quinn was the guy that started the American Revolution as far as bringing DJI to the United States, and they fired him. Simply, and I know the reason behind that one. He will never admit it, but I know for a fact that when he went on, there was a kid that had a hearing loss problem, and he was doing really good as far as demonstrating the Phantom 1 when it first came out, and we were having flyaways a lot, and nobody would address the issue of flyaways. So when this kid got on YouTube with Colin Quinn and interviewed him, he asked him specifically, he said, so what is with the flyaways? And Colin acknowledged that there are flyaways, and that got him fired by him acknowledging that something is wrong with the drone.
Well, and then you got to remember too, that even if when they're a CEO over here in the US, they're just a CEO over the US based part of the company. They're not
Yeah.
complete control of the company. They still have to answer to somebody back in China. And it's just like Walmart. Walmart has Doug McMillon as their head CEO, but they have a CEO for America. They have one for Australia. They got one for Britain. There's a CEO that's over each country, and then they all answer to him.
It
The
just
other part,
seems-
and Robert Glazer kind of pointed it out. Autel has the automotive side. That's the focus of the company. The drone thing is kind of like a side thing.
Same
that.
with, you could say the same thing about Skydio. Their main business is military drones, and that's why they don't really focus too much on,
Yeah.
just drones for the everyday guy. They just don't really seem to care. Because they just put out, their Skydios are okay, but they don't seem to really do anything spectacular with the last couple of releases. Especially this last one. All they did was just put some antennas on it and upgraded the range a little bit, and that was it. It was pretty much basically the same damn drone. All they did was add tree hangers to it.
Tree hangers.
And you noticed not a lot of people got excited, and there wasn't all this talk about the new Skydio. There was very few channels actually covering it. Like nobody really cared when they did the release for it.
By the way, I dumped my other microphone. I'm using my webcam mic now.
So you sound fine. So
Okay.
you still haven't figured out what the hell's up with your other one? Or?
I'm thinking there's a conflict between the two because they're both plugged in at the same time. I just haven't figured out how to troubleshoot it yet.
My mic has issues every time I'm on Matt's show on StreamYard. I don't know what it is. It works fine on Zoom, but as soon as I get on StreamYard, my freaking mic just goes all haywire. But you also have your settings in the computer and then in Zoom as well.
It did it
Yeah.
last night on Tim's though too. Didn't it?
No, I didn't have no issues on Tim's last night. It was just Matt's show. It's something with StreamYard. But like I said, you have to check your settings in your computer as well as whatever streaming service. But I have the same mic as Tim though. We both have the what is it, the Yeti Nano. And he doesn't have that problem, but I seem to have a problem on StreamYard. I don't know what the hell it is. But we have the same mic.
Well, today's a big day. I get to meet my daughter's new boyfriend, and she's apparently serious about him.
Ooh, fun.
I told my wife this morning, I said, strike one already. She goes, why? You haven't even met him yet. I go, the weather's nice and I was gonna go diving today. Now I can't. Strike one.
Wait till he comes up to you. He's like, "What's up, dude?" Eyes are all.
I've already
set.
seen he's a worker. I know the company he works for, and
Oh,
I've already did a little research.
well.
He works. He does work.
Did a little bit of internet stalking on
Yeah.
him.
He works for a company called Fastenal, and they service a lot of industrial. The company he works for services a lot of the accounts that I work for too.
That's good though.
So although I don't know him, he's in a different area. He's up north of me in Kent, probably about 20, 30 minutes away in a different market. But his company is also in my area.
They're everywhere. Fastenal's everywhere. We have them here too.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've never really looked to see what all they have though. Is it glues and stuff, or is it screw everything that's
It's all the little industrial parts that you will need, including tools. Although I don't know how much of their tool line that they push.
oh, that's right, because they have trucks. Yeah. Tool trucks. Okay, that's why it's so familiar. Yeah.
So it's like safety gear. It's all the little things you need to operate a maintenance shop.
So it's
Yeah, they have
kinda
like a
Snap-on
Matco type
truck.
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Mac and Snap-on.
Yeah.
Hey, those guys make some decent money, man. The ones that really get into it.
Yeah.
Get the trucks. See, I don't like.
He's trying to sell
Snap-on
me on the kid. Curtis, maybe he comes with you and you like him even more. Yeah, I could use somebody to haul the stuff around.
Hey, you never know. You might hit it off with them. He might be like, "Oh, cool drones," and then your daughter completely loses them.
It's a bromance.
Like, you spend more time with my dad than me.
Curtis, take his hand, put her hand on top of his, and tell him firmly, "This is the last time you have the upper hand." So, are you guys familiar with Wednesday Addams?
From the Addams family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so my daughter doesn't look like her, but her attitude is just like that.
Just real calm and just like,
So
Goth.
yeah, not goth, but like when they did the thing, she goes, let's test gravity, and she holds the baby out the window and drops it to the ground. Luckily the dad's down there 2 floors below, and he reaches out and Autumn just catches the baby in time. But very, very dark humor.
I could see where she got it from though. We've seen your photos that you like to send Matt.
So Matt shared them with you.
Oh yeah, we showed him last night on Tim's private live. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. Matt sends them to me sometimes. Yeah, he'll send them to me.
I got to figure out how to market those.
Start a profile on Pornhub.
You know, actually, I kind of thought about that. I mean,
OnlyFans.
and you know, I did look into OnlyFans, to be honest with you, and they said the problem with it is they can't. My face is not on there, so they can't. They don't know that I'm not putting somebody else's content up there.
What
So
if you
they-
watermark it though?
Well, that's what I said, and they go, "Well, you can watermark anything. That doesn't mean it's mine."
We'll stick your head on it or something. Put it like you're
Just put
Put my
your
floating.
face-
You're floating around.
Yes. No, I don't want to take away from it. No, it all originally
Put your
started.
head over the hot spot.
It originally started as a semi R-rated comic book that kind of, as I started showing people, they were like, "Well, can you do this with them?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do the X-rated stuff too." So then it turned into this X-rated thing with a story, and now I'm like, "Well, let's see, how do you market that?" Because people that want X-rated don't want a story, and the people that want a story don't really want X-rated. So how do you market that kind of thing?
That's what I said. You started your own profile on Pornhub.
Justin Bieber's face got paralyzed. What?
Instead of the
What?
game, JD, it's this comic book will make you come in 5 minutes.
How did his face get
I don't
paralyzed?
know. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, that's what I was exactly what I thought. It was that syndrome that temporarily goes Ramsey Hunt syndrome.
Not unless he had some
Somebody
kind
else
of
famous just
stroke
had
or
that.
something. I mean, granted, at his age, it's probably rare, but I mean, maybe he had a stroke or something.
No, it just said it.
Oh, is
Ram-
that what it,
Yeah, Ramsey Hunt syndrome.
do they have any pictures of?
So I'm trying to see if this is a real picture or not.
Share it. I want to see what it looks like.
I can't remember who else had it. There was another famous
Is
person
that
that
the only
recently had
time I'd be interested in Justin Bieber?
it. He can't sing anymore. Thank God.
Yay.
So did he just get that out of nowhere, or was it something that was persisting?
It seems like the other person that I saw, they just came out of nowhere, and then it goes away.
Newfound says, "Are you sure it's not just numb from coke?"
Well, supposedly, didn't he find Jesus now, and he's all Jesus out?
He's gonna start doing Christian music now.
Jesus, Jesus, Jesus.
I love Jesus.
That South Park episode was great when they did the Christian.
Oh,
band.
AZ put a link in for BBC News. Pull that up.
I couldn't find the pictures. The one that I saw, it looks like somebody just took a picture of him at a bad time. He's like,
AZ just put a link up
yeah.
there. JD, if you want to grab that link and share it.
Oh, JD just.
That's
learned
the
how to
picture that I
share.
saw. I don't think that's really, I don't know. I guess it says it is.
Hold on.
He looks stoned there.
Yeah, that's the one I kept seeing on the image, the Google images, and I wasn't sure if that was just somebody caught him at a bad time, but it's supposedly saying that's.
Oh wow.
The one I saw looked more like almost like a stroke. You know, their
I'm
face
wondering
was,
if somebody's putting a spin on him being high or something in the photo.
that's what I thought. That doesn't look like the actual.
What's he saying?
Oh, did I not share the sound?
No.
Probably not. He's just sharing what's going on. All right, I'm done with that. He's not really saying anything. It kind of looks like he's really Pushing it.
Robert says, I saw those photos. They all find Jesus when the going gets tough.
Right, yeah. Justin Bieber needs prayers, Bill. AZ's really in a low place right now because his buddy Justin Bieber's not able to tour. I think AZ probably had tickets to the show.
I heard he does all his drone footage for
That's
him. All right, let's wait for the comment. Come on.
Slow news day when we're talking about Justin Bieber, to be honest with you.
right, yeah.
Waiting for AZ's comments.
I don't wish bad on the guy. I have nothing. He does
No.
nothing that appeals to me. It's like kind of like Machine Gun Kelly. I don't have any interest in him whatsoever, but how in the hell did he land Megan Fox?
How does he sell records? How does
Right. He's jumped ship on AZ.
AZ?
He's jumped ship on musical styles so many times, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck, none of us wish that out on anybody,
Yep.
but it's the only reason we're talking about him is because it happened.
It's true.
I can't think of any other reason we would have brought him up in a conversation. Oh, did you hear the new Justin Bieber song? Again, we're old guys, so
Well, that's because Eminem beat him so bad he made him switch genres. Oh, I love that whole.
it wasn't that Machine Gun.
That was
Kelly
Machine
got in-
Gun, yeah.
You got into it with Eminem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eminem destroyed him on 2 different.
Although it sounds like Eminem's always looking for a beef with somebody.
that one
Machine Gun
was
started
no,
that, I
he-
believe.
Yeah, he started that because he was talking shit about his daughter in an interview, and that's a big no-no with him. Ja Rule learned that problem back in the early 2000s. His wordplay is very, very hard to counter. He's really good with them double and triple entendres.
So AZ's got Bieber fever. Who knew?
Got who fever?
Bieber.
Fever.
Well, I just completed ordering Care Refresh on the DJI store.
So
And
now you have double Care Refresh?
I don't know.
Daisy said, JD, shut up.
Something more to complain to DJI about. But I figure I better get it done because I do know there's a time limit on buying it.
You know, Paul, you have to be careful, or you don't want to fall into the Chuck syndrome where you're just constantly complaining.
Chuck, Mr. Chuck,
All right, I just want to put it out there. I think we all don't wish ill on Justin Bieber. I keep seeing everybody put it in there. Nobody's wishing ill will on Justin Bieber, but
Right.
nobody cares.
The point is that unless this had happened, none of us would have mentioned his name on this show at any point in time.
That's true, Chuck. I will second that. Beaver fever.
Well, it's better than Matt bumps too. I mean,
well, when we were all younger, we used to have beaver fever. We used to chase the beaver around all the time, you know? But you get to a stage in life where, it's okay. I remember.
and you have to start paying for it.
Yeah. Then the beaver starts biting.
Yep.
It bites back.
He bites back.
You get the itch.
Chuck, you have a legitimate complaint. Nobody's saying you don't.
It was just a joke, Chuck. Relax.
It's just it keeps going on and on and on and on. It
No,
has,
we're all past the Mavic 3. That's old news. Nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, Chuck is happy though. He got his Mavic 3 is acting like it should.
Yep.
It's all about the Mini 6 now.
Did you see, Curtis, what my solution is to the flopping on the
Rubber
Mavic
band?
3? A rubber band, yep.
Do they not give you a?
No, they don't even give you the
the fuck?
brick that goes into the wall to charge the damn thing.
Well, I didn't get
give
one of
you
those.
They give you a
They don't give
cable.
those on the Mini 2 either.
you have to buy them separately?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
There's
and
no power. I only have the
Oh.
USB cord.
the care refresh screws up when you try to do it regularly, but the Fly More combo with the extra batteries and everything, that's sold separately for $189.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the Mini 2 did come with the charger though.
No, it just plugs in. It's just a USB port. It charges.
Right, but what I'm saying is you can get where the Mini 2 came with the multi-charger with the 3 batteries.
Oh yeah, the Mini 2. I'm talking about the Mini 3.
Yeah, well, you can still charge on the Mini 2 if you want to, but who the hell charges their batteries through the actual drone?
But see, I don't have the drone came Thursday. My Fly More combo kit with the extra batteries and the charger and everything is coming on July the 22nd.
How do they not give a band to hold the props?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying is they went like Apple did when Apple decided we're going to yank the power cords out of the phones and you just get the phone. And then you have to buy the special charger from us for an extra.
Well,
$40.
Mini 2, like I said, my Mini 2 didn't come with the. It just came with the power, the USB, and I had to have
Yeah,
the.
but
Yeah, you had to buy. And you know what? They don't come with that on the regular Pro, okay? But it says they're available in the store. You go to the store, you know what it says? Out of stock.
Yeah, but you bought the Fly More combo, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
It doesn't come with that either.
JD, you bought the Fly More on the Mini 2, right?
Yeah.
JD,
Yeah,
are you
that's-
following
that's
AZ
what-
comments?
Yes.
But in all reality,
I
mean,
think we need to take a moment. For
AZ
Justin
is
Bieber.
really distressed over Justin Bieber, and I think
We
hurt
need to
his
take a
feelings.
moment for Justin Bieber. So
Okay.
everybody,
Can we take a moment of silence? Okay.
a moment of silence for Justin Bieber.
Lord, please help Justin Bieber get through his little problems.
Amen.
Amen. Here you go, AZ.
oh my God.
And
Jeez.
that's coming from an ordained minister because I have the certification as an ordained minister.
There it is, live on Studio B.
That's right.
Paul's lips to God. Bieber, get better.
Go with God, Bieber.
Go with.
Bieber, get better.
Go with God. Just walk into the light.
AZ, I hope that covers it for you.
That's exactly it, AZ. I'm not buying that drone because it didn't come with a prop holder. That's ridiculous. It's
Well, it
the last
doesn't
straw
come-
for me.
That's what I'm saying is like they now the Fly More combos have stopped with the Air 2S.
Does it have a gimbal cover at least?
Yes, and a nicer one than on the other ones. It just
Well,
pops right on.
So Arizona Street Media just said we had to buy a charging cord for the new iPhone. So if you guys want to start a controversy, I wonder if it's not made at the same.
Wow, that's a big old.
Yep, and but it works well. You know, the other one you used to have to try and fit it.
Yeah.
You just take it off, just put it in
Never
like
had
that,
issues putting
like
any of
that.
them on.
And what it has
Well-
down here in the bottom, it's got two little buttonholes. It goes right in there.
I still can't believe they don't have something to hold the props. That's insane. And then probably won't cover it if you damage the props putting it in your case because they're flopping all over.
Yeah, exactly.
No problem, AZ.
Not a bunch of lunatics.
But that, you know, little, what is it? 2-cent rubber band works.
I was just
Because
leaving
it
it
goes
out.
right around there, all the way around to there.
And AZ said he's printing the holder for you, Paul.
Is he? All right. Okay. And you know what? I had a Mavic what was it? It's the Mavic 2, I think. Mavic 2 Flymore case I've never used brand new, so I stuck it in like that, you
There you
know.
go.
But I have a hard case coming because of the Flymore kit has the extra batteries and everything.
That case probably fits that drone better than the Mavic 2 does. Mavic 2 is like you got to shove it in there.
Yeah, no, it fits nice and cozy and cozy in there. Yep. In fact, it's even nicer to carry because you just pick it up and go, you know.
Man, next time it's not going to come with props. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
buy
right.
your own props.
Well, it only came with one extra set of props. The Flymore kit comes with 2 more extra sets of props.
Probably comes with 3 arms next time. You gotta
You gotta-
You gotta buy that makes it the Flymore kit when you buy the 4th one.
It's
Right.
right.
Oy vey.
It's gonna be like a fucking Lego set eventually. You're just
The
gonna buy it.
So
IKEA
now that
version.
Chuck's got the Mavic 3 working, I'm wondering if I should finally buy it now.
Get your
IKEA,
DJI
that's
at
like-
IKEA.
You know what's funny about the on the screen over here, the order, it comes up with a regular DJI order and it says DJI Care Refresh 1-year plan for DJI Mini 3 Pro. Okay, it's $79. But then it says order placed today, order paid today. Then it's got the line with the 2 extra dots says processing. It hasn't processed yet, and it hasn't processed.
We all knew this was gonna happen. I don't know why you're so surprised by it.
Well, yeah, because they have always been so good with Care Refresh for me. Yeah, you know, that's why I kind of debated whether or not to buy Care Refresh the way they screwed me on the last deal. But
You relax, Murray.
you know, I bought that drone last November. It went in the drink. What is it? A month ago, and they can't retrieve the flight files or anything from it, but it still shows where it went in the water. It had the thing going like this.
AZ charge Robert double. It's expensive shipping to Arizona.
I'm waiting to hear though AZ fly the Mini 3.
Looks like a man purse.
Well, I don't like the over the shoulder thing because then it becomes a man purse. But it's got the things.
It actually looks like a lunchbox more than it does a man purse.
Yeah, kind of like a cooler.
But what's nice is it's on the front. It says DJI.
Yeah, I didn't like the Mini 2 case at first, but I don't care anymore. I'm not usually around people when I go out hiking
Yeah, so I
around.
don't
So
use my cases unless I'm actually traveling somewhere. If I'm just flying locally, I just throw the drone
Duck
on.
says DJI is having hard times. Yeah, I know. I just talked to somebody from
that's
there.
why I'm saying I think Autel could really take a bite. if
Oh,
they-
Murray!
Yes, Paul Mitty, Mr. Mitty, what we do for you, Mr. Mitty?
Yeah, they got the janitors apparently answering the phone.
Yeah, well, they got him doing dual jobs. You know, he's
Well, it
probably
is the
walking
week- it
around
is the
with
weekend.
headphones on, you know, sweeping floors. Mr. Mitty, Mr. Mitty.
He's cleaning the shitter while he's answering the phone. Let me look into my special database.
Better than sitting on the shitter while he's answering the phone.
Yeah. And they didn't, AZ, they did not offer me 2 years, just 1 year.
When I did the Care Refresh on the Mini 2, it wouldn't give me a 2-year option either.
No,
It only gave me the 1-year option.
Hey, you guys, don't forget to hit the like button, just to hit it. Test it out, see if it's
just
working.
to say you did.
Yeah.
But I flew it today, the Mini 3 on a ship flight, and it turned out, you saw it, didn't you, Justin?
Yeah, you just showed it a little bit ago.
The first thing. And it what I like about the Mini 3, it flies like all the other DJ drones. It's steady in the air. You can pan it real easy. It stays where you put it. Where the Autel is a little bit, you know, it wanders. Not a lot.
Crutchfield. Crutchfield, Chuck? I didn't know that was still a thing.
Crutchfield, check again.
Check the dislike button too, Chuck, while you're at it.
He's checking out his many 3 back orders.
Crutchfield used to be, I used to look at they had a catalog for like auto stereos and like pimp your ride type of stuff. So when I first got a car, I was constantly looking through there thinking I was going to pimp my ride.
Morning, Stella.
Della,
Hey, fish.
hey fish.
Thought something fishy's going on in the chat.
Oh yeah, they've really expanded Crutchfield. I think they only used to be the auto stuff. Now it's like, wow, whole electronics line. I always wanted to get a hood ornament on my car. Stupid.
Why do you order from them, Chuck? Just
That's what I
curious.
was wondering because yeah, I hadn't heard of them for so long.
Well, I mean, there's so many other retailers you can order from: Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart.
He had some points built up.
Okay. Makes sense then.
That's a good point.
Ha 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 ha.
Now I'm starting to sound like Art.
Their prices aren't too bad. Dang. 130 for a Tello, 790 for the DJI Air 2 Flymore.
Yeah, that's why I like ordering. I like ordering from Amazon or even Walmart only because if you make a big fuss about a product, they'll usually fix it.
Yeah, this
for
is
you.
all free shipping too, so these prices are pretty much the same as everybody else.
Here's my Flymore kit still.
Because like I said, when I ordered that freaking Roomba vacuum from Amazon, that base broke after 3 months. It was past the return date, but I made a fuss with them. I was like, "That's a $300 base for that vacuum." I said, "This is crap," and they fixed it for me and sent me a new one.
I ordered it on 5/20, and it's not going to be here till 7/22. But here's what comes in the Flymore.
Now if you compare the auto settings for the Mini 3 to the Alltel's auto settings, Bill, the way Paul you normally flies, the Alltel blows the Mini 3 out the water as far as auto settings go. Like for just those casual flyers that aren't really
Yeah.
into doing all that special crap, it blows the Mini 3 out the water. On the low light stuff for nighttime.
And you notice,
During the day, though.
or unless they're showing us the back of it, there's no DJI logo on that. Unless it's on the other side.
Chuck had points built up from the 70s. Yeah, I got my camera off for a minute. I'm waiting for these freaking parts to get here. I got a new boating tube and all that coming.
I've got one that I never put on because Tim suggested it, but I don't think I actually really needed it yet.
Well, if anything, I'm not actually gonna change the tube. What I'm just changing right now is just the tip. I'm gonna put
Mainly
a
it was gonna
brass
be too
tip
much
on it.
work. I'm lazy.
Stella, in case you didn't know, Newfound Drone Productions is Bill. And Covaxion is Chuck.
Yeah, all I'm doing is switching the tube out, the stock tube and putting one of those nice brass ones on there.
So Justin, did you order the Mini 3 yet or what?
No. I got the money for that. And if I wanted a new drone, I would get obviously I want an Inspire, but that's not new. But if I was gonna pick one of the newer drones to buy, I'd be an Air 2S. Hands
Air
down.
2S and sell your Air 2?
No, I'd keep my Air 2
Why?
because I like flying all my drones. I don't always make videos with my drones. A lot of times I take them out in the neighborhood and I just fly them around.
I love my drones.
I do. I don't.
Everybody
notice
goes
that.
through that syndrome. I used to have 6 or 8 of them sitting around, and I used to fly only one at a time, you know?
You going flying today, Justin?
No. But I've also taken my Mini 2 with me to work. And then I like to take them out. Sometimes I just go outside and I just fly it around the neighborhood. I don't take it far. I just visually fly it around. I don't even look at my phone screen.
That's what causes the Kens and Karens to come out and pick it in front of his house. Is he's spying on us? He's spying on us.
I don't give a shit. They can come
It's-
start with me if they want.
It's more so that he's got his pants half down and half cocked.
Curtis, you even get Kens and Karens when you're doing underwater stuff, don't you?
I haven't
He
actually.
gets more interested people, I think. It
It
seems
will
like
happen.
he's-
Well, I mean, it will happen at some point, but yeah, he's
Well, I
said-
thought you did. I thought you did the one guy that says you can't be underneath my dock.
I did get
Oh,
that
yeah.
one. I did get that one guy, but nothing like I get when I go in the air.
Yeah.
It's nothing like that. I get more people that are interested and excited about what I'm doing than I do the Karens going,
I've,
you can't film me, you know.
I've still
Well,
never had that anybody say
don't-
anything to me.
The only thing I could see Curtis getting into an issue with is if he was like in a lake and there was a lot of people tubing or something. And somebody might say, oh, you were looking at my daughter's ass or something, you know? That'd be the only thing I could really see anybody complaining
I
about.
do know that some of the underwater, so there's some YouTubers that do diving and looking for stuff underwater, you know, the same thing I'm doing, looking for, you know, phones, rings, watches, whatever. And they'll go to a popular beach while people are still at the beach and they'll be diving there. And they get some complaints every once in a while.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing but it kind of falls under the same issue with the drones, right? It's just underwater looking at somebody.
Thanks a lot, Stella. Now I have to put the piece of paper back up on my monitor to cover Justin's face.
Oh, Jesus.
You had to say something, didn't you?
I was about to turn my camera back on anyway.
Justin came out just for Stella.
We had 3 beautiful men up here, and then Stella had to go say something and get Justin's camera back on. And
So Robert, I am trying to find a body.
That's what I spent my whole lifetime, and after 3 marriages, I couldn't find the right one.
Oh my God. I think JD's
Yep.
rubbing off on Paul. Sounds like something JD would say.
Yeah, Robert, I would love to go find a body. That would be awesome.
Ooh,
Of course, I'd have to stop my live stream when I'm doing it. So
right here,
Oh,
right here, Stella.
yeah, that's it. I got fans too, JD.
Yeah, I really would have thought people around here would say more to me about drones, but like I said, I've only had somebody, really nobody said anything. Before I flew my drone once, I was at that spillway that went straight down into like a hole, and I heard a couple people say, "Man, it'd be cool to fly a drone here." And I was just getting back from flying another spot. I was like, "Oh, what are they looking at?" So I wandered over there and popped my drone up, and they're like, "Oh, cool." But I've never had anybody bitch about it yet.
I would love for anybody in my neighborhood to bitch at me with all the annoying shit that goes on in my neighborhood.
Exactly.
Because there's they got people riding quads up and down the roads, dirt bikes, all kinds of crap, and nobody ever bitches at them. So I don't even want to hear it.
That's man, I tell you, people working on their cars here all freaking day, chainsaws, and it's like, Jesus Christ.
My neighbor across the street literally starts his car and revs it for no fucking reason 14 times a day.
It's like old school with the Will Ferrell had that Trans Am that he's out there working on.
Like my car has an exhaust system on it, but his has one on his Charger that's really loud, and he starts it all the time for no damn reason at all. No
Wow,
rhyme
it's
or
really
reason.
loud. Yeah, thanks.
He'll walk out there. He's one of those ones that like cleans his car every day. Like is literally rubbing the paint off of his car because he just has to clean it every day.
My neighbor over here washes his truck all the time and floods my sidewalk.
Your sidewalk.
Yeah, I look out and there's just like water all over the place and mud and like, what the hell, bro?
It's not here, Bill. It is completely illegal to drive a quad on a or a dirt bike. If it's not street legal and doesn't have a license plate, you can't have it on the road.
So I can tell you guys about, this is probably my favorite Karen story ever. This was back in the Phantom 1 days. The University of Washington had bought some old buildings in Tacoma. In fact, I can show you here in just a second. And these were for industrial style classes, medical classes, stuff like that. And they wanted to do a little promotional video. They wanted some, and one of the guys knew that I was doing drones, so they hired me to go down there and film it. The police chief was there, and they blocked off the road. The mayor was there. The president of the college out of Seattle was in Tacoma for this. And we set all this up. We had in here, I'll show you the layout of it right here. So this is downtown Tacoma. Let me back up. Downtown Tacoma. These are the new buildings. I was set up right here in this little pavilion right here. This is next to Union Station. And they had blocked off right here and right here. So no cars were coming through, no trolleys or nothing. And it was my job to fly over and film these buildings right here, all these buildings. So we did all the shots, got everything you wanted. The police chief said, "Are you done?" And I go, "Yep, we're done." And I'm bringing it back. I'm back over the street on this side, and I'm right about here at about 75 feet in the air, and I'm bringing it down. And this little coffee shop right here, this lady starts coming out and walking around here to where we are. And her husband's got his head down and walking behind her. And I'm like, oh no. And I've got a student with me that's also a helper. And he goes over to her as she goes, "What about my rights? What about my rights? You didn't ask me if you could film me." Keeping in mind, we didn't film right here. We're over here filming. So anyway, she gets on the phone and she calls the police. The police calls the kid who's with me, saying, "Is there a problem out there?" And he says, "Yeah, there's a lady here. She's yelling and screaming at us." So the police come back. Standard police procedure is to separate the two people. I was actually parked over here. So he asked us, "Hey, can you guys just kindly exit around here and go through the building and head out?" And they stayed. But yeah, that was my first and she was vehemently mad that we were filming her, and her husband the whole time had his head down. I was like, "Dude, I feel sorry for you. I really feel sorry for you."
Or it was embarrassment for himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said to her, "Can we just not do this?" But no, she wasn't having it. I even pointed out, I said, "This is Union Station. There's cameras up here." And she goes, "Those are for my protection."
I was like,
There's
this
probably people doing weirder stuff looking at those cameras than
Yeah.
Well, that was like the one guy, that real paranoid guy. I was watching his video on YouTube, and he was talking about how his neighbors were spying on him because they had security cameras, and the security cameras are up against the wall, looking down the side of their house. But it can see part of his yard. Obviously, you can't always keep that out of frame. But he's all paranoid in the video. "They're watching me. They're watching me," and you can just tell this dude's off his freaking rocker. And so I commented in the comments, I was like, "You're the same type of guy that thinks every drone's trying to look at your ugly wife." Oh, he got so pissed. He messaged me back. He was like, "You're such an asshole. That was a mean comment." I was like, well.
The other experience I had was about 3 weeks ago. It has nothing to do with drones, but it kind of just goes to show people's knowledge. So let me ask a couple questions first. Are you guys familiar with nitrogen?
Yeah.
Are you familiar, where nitrogen comes from?
Nitrogen is a reaction from oxygen and carbon monoxide, isn't it?
Nitrogen is in the air you breathe.
Yes.
It's one of the base elements in the universe.
Right.
One of the top elements that's in it. It's more prevalent than oxygen is in the universe. So anyway, in my industry, we extract nitrogen from the air, separate it from the oxygen and the CO2 and the argon that's in the air, and we sell it. And one of the things that we put it in is what we call a liquid dewar. You guys have seen them in like sci-fi shows. It's a big cylinder, and every once in a while, gas will spurt out of it. That's called releasing pressure. When you put nitrogen inside a container, the liquid nitrogen, it builds pressure, and if you don't release that pressure, it's going to explode. So
like a regulator.
Exactly. So when it releases that pressure, that's a good thing, but you get this spurt of steam coming out of it. So anyway, I'm in my truck driving back one day, and I've got one that's leaking. So I've got nitrogen coming out. This lady in a Range Rover, in the passenger side of a Range Rover, pulls up next to me at a stoplight, rolls down the window and yells at me and says, "It's people like you that are destroying our environment. I'm calling the police." And the light went green and I pulled off and couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, she's in her gas guzzling.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny how
Range
it
Rover.
goes right to that and not, hey, you've got something leaking. You know, that used to be the first thing that somebody would say, was try to be courteous and
Right,
say, hey,
yeah.
you've got a leak. And
And
now it's just straight to rage.
I had about 4 or 5 people pull over. Hey, you're leaking gas back there. And it's okay. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's in the air that you
People
breathe.
just want to be angry. It's
It's-
crazy.
Yeah, you almost want to say it's a pressure release valve. You don't want it to explode.
It's just like
I-
a regulator.
you know what? When she said it's people like me that are destroying the environment, I couldn't think. I could not absorb what
Well, it
she
was
was
one of
saying.
those spellbinding moments. It's like, did she really say that?
Yeah. And it says nitrogen in like big, bold freaking letters. It's as big as the logo on our truck, right on the tank. It says nitrogen. And it's like, I get it. Not everybody understands where stuff comes from, but come on.
Yeah, because nitrogen and oxygen is what a diver would understand too. You know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
Well,
like-
not even being a diver. I mean, most people that I've talked to since then, I've asked them, I said, do you know where nitrogen comes from? They go, isn't it in the air we breathe? And I go, yeah.
I know about nitrous oxide.
Well, we sell that too.
It's just like a regulator on our gas meters. People every once in a while it will puff and somebody will catch a whiff of it and they'll be like, "Oh my god, I got a gas leak." I'll get there, I'll go over their entire meter, not a single leak, and then a few seconds later I'll hear it go. Psst.
Yeah, but the height of
And I'll smell
stupidity, Justin, that you see is they have ashtrays on top of the gas meter out back.
Oh
in
no,
their-
they use the gas meter as an ashtray. You'll see where they have put their cigarettes out on top of it, and there's a pile of cigarette butts sitting on top of it. And then the dumbest one was when the restaurant called me and said, "We think we have a gas leak." I said, "Okay." Got there in about 20 minutes. I come up to the back, and they got a freaking 3 employees are standing out in the back smoking right next to the gas meter, and their ashtray with their lit cigarettes is sitting on top of the meter after they just called me and told me they had a gas leak. And guess where the gas leak was? Right next to right where the regulator came out of the meter. It was leaking, and here's the ashtray with 3 lit cigarettes sitting in there, and they're all standing around. I'm like, oh my god!
I have a similar one to that one for you, Justin. Everybody knows about helium and the balloon you inhale, you get the high voice and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's because the reason that it does that is because it's displaced the oxygen inside of you. So anyway, I go to a rental center where they're buying helium so they can fill up balloons and hang them around all their stuff, and I'm delivering it to them. And the girl in the back goes, "Oh, we're all going to be talking with high voices now." Well, I'm legally obligated to explain that you really shouldn't do that because it displaces the oxygen inside your lungs and you're not able to breathe until you get all that helium out. I'm legally, as a dealer, supposed to tell you that. So I leave, I go across the street where there's a little restaurant, and I go inside to have my lunch. And about 10 minutes later, an ambulance and a fire truck pull up. And they're right at the back door where I just was. I get out, kind of walk over, and one of the fireman's kind of giggling and he says, "Did you just deliver helium over here?" And they pull the girl out. She's on a stretcher and they put her in the ambulance and drive off. And I said, "Yeah, I just delivered to him." He goes, "You gave him the warning, right?" I said, "Yep." He said, "She put her lips on the tank and opened the valve." 350 cubic feet released into her system. She couldn't breathe. She was sitting there passing out. So it's like,
Justin, you dick.
what happened? I missed something.
Oh, he's poking fun at the instruments that I can play. Flesh flute.
I can't even see him. I got a few guitars over here.
Hey,
You're muted, Justin.
did you ever meet up with Dave and get those guitars?
No,
yet?
it's gonna be a while because he wants to wait till he gets out of the nursing home.
Okay.
I know JD's going to be upset about this, but I just got an email from Justin Bieber. He needs a guitar player. I might be going on tour with Justin Bieber.
Curtis and the Beeves.
That actually sounds like a show name, Curtis and the Beebs.
That's pretty good. I mean,
Yep.
I like Curtis and the Beavers better.
Curtis and the Beavers. Well, that'd have to be all females.
Right.
behind.
I'm liking that.
Yep.
that's
know,
the way to include
the
yourself
short-
in your
in the
content,
short mini
Curtis.
dresses. Yeah. Yep.
Hold on, now you guys are gonna upset AZ. Now stop.
I think AZ's left.
Oh no,
Yeah,
he's
he
always
was-
listening.
He was fed up with the Beebs hate.
Well, that's the thing is he'll disappear, but he's always listening. If you if you haven't seen him, see, look, see what I tell you.
He's sitting in his car right now listening to the Beebs.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Bieber is
he
his mentor.
say nothing for 20 minutes, and you'll be like, "Az, are you still there?" And he'll immediately pop back in the chat because he's always sitting by his computer listening. He's just not watching the chat the whole time.
Well, he might be packing that stuff up now. Doesn't he have to get out pretty soon?
No, he's not going out because he missed the window.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I got to get off here. I got to clean a couple things up before the
Hey,
new
Curtis.
boyfriend shows up.
Well, you be a good daddy.
Yeah, clean that place up, Curtis. It's a mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide my ROVs.
Well, your daughter will probably say, "Daddy will show you all about his toys."
No, I know my daughter. If I say drones, I'm gonna be in trouble.
Really?
Yeah. My wife and my daughter have really no interest whatsoever in drones.
So whenever they just don't ever want to hear about him, huh?
Right. She's constantly, my wife's constantly amazed that I make money from this stuff. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Have a great day. Talk
Okay,
to y'all
Curtis,
later.
thanks for popping in. I think we're gonna call it, aren't we, Justin and Mr.
Yeah. Wow, it's 11 here.
and
If you're gonna
JD.
call it, I'll hang till you're done.
Okay, everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. We're gonna call it a day for today. We're gonna be on again tonight at 5, another 5 hours. We'll be back. So everybody Curtis, if you can, pop in and tell us how it goes, will you?
Pray for Beebs.
Yep.
Love to be.
Our
Bye,
lips to God's
everybody.
ears.
Thanks for being
Bring
here.
Beebs back.
Stella, hanging with JD, Robert Glazier, everybody. Thanks for being here. AZ as
Go
well.
Fish. I can give you a guitar if you and we can play or do something.